Good afternoon, everybody. Joel Fritzman here with Michigan Storm Chasers. We got part 3 coverage for today. Already part 3 coverage here. We have a severe thunderstorm warning now in southeast lower Michigan for Monroe and Lenawee County. Ryan will be chasing it here in a moment, but he is en route to the storm right now. Apologies for a little bit of sun on my face here. Let me close my blinds. Just got back up to Mount Pleasant this evening, so I'm just starting to kind of setting up my stuff here real quick. But we are looking at what was previously a special weather statement for Lenawee and Monroe is now a severe thunderstorm warning, and the details read as follows. It is a severe thunderstorm warning for western Monroe and eastern Lenawee until 9:30. At 8:30 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Blissfield, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazards are 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this one, and it is radar indicated. The storm will be near Deerfield around 8:35, Britain at 8:40, Dundee 8:50, and Milan or however you pronounce it at 9:05. And this also includes the highway US 23 between mile markers 5 and 25. Again, this is 60-mile-per-hour winds and hail less than 0.75 inches in diameter. And this is tracking off again to the northeast as we loop it here. Again, we kind of expected this today. Any showers that could pop up, obviously, they like to be a little bit stronger, and some could just peak at the severe limits. Again, the only hazards with this today are going to be winds, as we can see here. These are going to be heading up into Wayne County as they move off in that north-northeast direction. But first, it'll be Dundee, Tecumseh, and Milan first. And we're also watching this storm off to just over in Monroe here near Maybe. You can see the winds here on velocity scans. Kind of strong. We'll switch it. We're going to just pause it here really quick. It looks like pop-ups in the way. So winds not showing up the greatest here on velocity product. We're seeing 35 to 40 knots potentially. But they went ahead and warned this as a precautionary measure, because there's a lot of people out and about enjoying the nice evening out there, albeit it is hot. Hopefully you guys are staying cool out there today. If you haven't had your 3 liters of water yet today, go ahead and do that. Another thing to note is we had a 47-mile-per-hour marine gust just offshore of Luna Pier, with those storms heading off into Ontario earlier. Also watching this potential downburst in Washtenaw County heading for Ann Arbor at this current time. It has a outflow boundary associated with it. I guess this could have been a lake breeze from earlier, but it's following behind it nonetheless, and velocity seem to be picking up on potentially some stronger winds here. Again, not special weather statement at this current time, but it does exist and is worth monitoring. I'm going to plug in my second monitor here really quick. I'm going to loop this for you guys. Plug in my laptop and my second monitor. Again, I'm still just setting up here because I just got back up to CMU. Feel free to drop some questions in chat while I set up further here. Ryan, again, is out chasing in this area. He will have a view on it here in probably about 5 to 10 minutes, again, when he gets into his current spot. For the mods in chat, again, I'm setting up right now, so give me about a minute and a half here. If you want to answer some questions for me, that would be appreciated. Winds are going to be 60 miles per hour in that orange box. So if you live inside that orange box, note how oops, I completely lost my my window here. There we go. I know how Monroe is kind of split.
Hello.
So the eastern half of the county is not in the warning, and same with the southern, but if the entire northwest corner is in the warning. That includes Dundee, Petersburg, Ida, and Maybe. And Nick is in here now.
Hello. Pushing some wind, I see.
I do not hear you, Nick.
Uh-oh. Hello, hello.
Oh, hold on. I think it's on my end. I didn't turn on my monitor yet.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Hi, Dawn. April hears me.
All right, there we go. Yep, I can hear you now.
Yay. Hi, Alex.
Hey. How's it going, guys?
It's going. Got a severe in Lenawee and Monroe at the current time.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that on the outflow boundary?
No boundaries that I'm seeing right now. There's a lake breeze well up to the north in Washtenaw.
Okay.
So I think this is just a garden variety thunderstorm that kind of had its a mind of its own tonight.
Gotcha, yeah. I mean, we have plenty of instability, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I knew I saw a few thunderstorms earlier, but I didn't realize we had any storms that rose to severe levels.
Yeah, we had severe thunderstorm coverage earlier today at about 10 a.m. in the morning. That was for the UP. And then shortly after we cut out 10:30, we went live again for another 3.5 hours of radar coverage up there. But again, the severe threat right now has dwindled for the UP, and we're just watching this one severe thunderstorm warning right now in extreme southeast lower Michigan. No possibility of a tornado. Looking at velocity, you can kind of see that here. There are some indications of some stronger pockets of wind on the leading edge of this, so it looks like it could be in the form of downbursts, and you want to be taking shelter either way because downbursts can cause just as much damage as a weak tornado, as we like to mention.
Joel, do you want me to show my TDTW radar?
Sure, if you have Omega pulled up.
I do.
While you're doing that, Bob H. placed with a $2 super chat. There's a blue line by Pontiac. Can you explain? That could have been probably some sort of like hail tracker. If you have a free app per se, it sometimes likes to put its own little markers down.
So yeah, like Joel was saying, we got some higher end winds on these front edge of these storms. Getting about 50 something on this one in Monroe County. Then Lenawee getting about 53 there. Yeah.
Yes. It looks like they went with guidance with the airport radar, which is smart because it's a lot closer to these storms right now. The Detroit Pontiac radar is about 4,000. It's the elevation for it is 4,000 to 4,500 feet there. Whereas you have the airport, which is probably like less than 1,000.
Wrong.
Yeah, if you're getting those type of winds with the airport, the terminal radar, then yeah, they're verifying those winds very close to the ground.
Yes, we are back. Again, no tornadoes expected at the current time. 60-mile-per-hour winds, main hazard. Hail less than 0.75 inches. So a hail threat's not really there. It is just a damaging wind threat. If you want to pull me back real quick, Nick, I am showing VIL right now.
You're on.
So here's your VIL looping. It looks like there's two storms at this point they're keeping an eye on. One in Monroe County and one in eastern Lenawee County. Hail core, if anything, is going to be stronger for that second storm off to the right. You can see it indicated on base reflectivity radar, which is indicated by that reds and pinks of that little brighter hue there. Those are values up towards 60 and 65 dBz. And again, those are either big water droplets or perhaps some small hail, less than 0.75 inches. That storm right there is heading up towards Maybe and Carlton and eventually Flat Rock, as well as Estrel Beach here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. And Ryan is out there right now chasing. I'm going to move him up a little bit here so I can get him single boxed with the radar.
Is he on the Lenawee County storm?
I believe so, yes. He could be on either one. Ryan, which one are you going after if you can hear us?
Probably going after the one that's closer.
Yeah. Very high
Makes
base
sense.
out there, as you guys can see. Nice rain curtain.
Seeing some pretty dark purples there in the Monroe County storm.
Yeah. Ryan's dot is on. Oh, let me turn on my dots. 1 second. No, that's Meteor's Spider Network dots. Okay, so he is on the Lenawee County storm.
Yeah.
He is heading south right at it, and that is the rain curtain associated with the one. It is currently over Blissfield, heading up towards Petersburg at the current time, and is also currently over Deerfield. And then we have some comments coming in but from Saginaw. So I'm going to, in the bottom right corner, I'm going to zoom up to that really quick. It's on its way out at this current time, switching over to velocity. Looks like there could have been a downburst signature there near Zilwaukee. I think is how you pronounce it.
Yep.
In Indian Town, heading up towards Munger. Saginaw was also hit earlier by a special weather statement a couple hours ago, I believe around the 6 o'clock hour. 40-mile-per-hour winds were reported with that, but we also had some reports of perhaps some stronger winds as well as some wind damage up there. And again, if you have any wind damage from earlier today, feel free to share that with your local National Alert Service office. That would be National Alert Service Detroit if you do live in the Saginaw area, as well as, of course, the Detroit, Ann Arbor, down to Monroe, and Adrian area where we do currently have that severe thunderstorm warning.
Yep. If you guys are tagging the National Weather Service, they would appreciate it if you have not only your damage photo, but if you could give them a time frame of when that damage occurred, and then also your location as well, preferably if you have your street location, address, or nearby, best place to give them a location for when you are tagging the National Weather Service.
Yep. Yeah, this is the only warning out there right now. So if you live in Lenawee and Monroe, specifically Eastern Lenawee and Western Monroe, you guys are in this orange box. Again, respect the polygon. If you know you live in this orange box that is currently shown on the screen, you guys are in the warning. So not everyone in Monroe, for example, and not everyone in Lenawee are in the warning. You might have gotten the warning because it's inside of your radius, but just note that if you live in downtown Monroe, you're not technically in the warning, but the storm is relatively close to you guys. So be on alert there for sure. Luna Pier, you guys are not in the warning. The storm is moving to your north. However, we do have a tiny cell that is special weather statemented over Toledo, heading up towards your area. So keep an eye on that one. We could have more development right behind. We're also watching a line of showers and storms down here in Hillsdale and Branch County off to the west. This is along US 12 there. I'm going to switch it over to VIL really quick just to see, because there are some purple and pink hues. And we're looking at very, very small hail in that one. Wind-wise, not too much. It looks like there could be a couple downbursts in there, lesser of a severe risk. Perhaps a special weather statement could be on its way for Jackson County, but that'll be at the discretion of the National Weather Service Grand Rapids.
Yeah, and as you pointed out, Joel, good point, to respect the polygon, as we found out yesterday, especially these thunderstorms that are developing in high instability, they can pop up fairly quickly and organize fairly quickly. So while you may not be seeing much in the way of severe weather right now where you live, if you are in that warning, take action.
Yes, absolutely.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
I am on the edge of this about 50 to 60 mile an hour wind. I'm trying to find a spot to pull off. The winds out ahead of the downbursts are right around 40, but in the downbursts themselves are likely closer to severe. About to intercept these as they're going to cross. Pull off right here.
Sounds good.
I'm getting about 53.6, about 54 miles per hour in the center of that.
Take you back there, Nick, so you can go over the wind.
Yeah. Quick do this.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Take me on my camera. Oh.
Ryan's phone.
Yep, got it. You might. There we go.
Rip it.
Right.
You can see the trees are shrouded in the rain in the distance there for sure.
Yep. The worst of it right here. These wires are making me nervous.
Wind is howling across the field.
Ryan's about to get wet.
Yep, you can see the rain already starting to come down there.
Yeah. So yeah, looking here on radar, about 53 miles per hour.
Contrast is too bright. Yeah, it's just the rain curtain in the distance for those
Yeah.
who are wondering. That's all rain and perhaps some small hail. We're starting to see a little bit of purple starting to pop on the radar, but VIL is still kind of low.
I put you back up.
Perfect. So it looks like we have one storm on each side of US 23 at the current time, one to the east, one to the west. Or if you're in Dundee, I guess you could say one to the east, one to the west. Britain, you could be just skirted by on this thunderstorm to the left. Is currently, again, these are currently severe for 60-mile-per-hour winds for those who are just joining us. Again, southeast Michigan, this is the only warning in effect as these head up towards the Wayne County and Washtenaw County areas. Otherwise, it's pretty clear across the board. Couple showers and rogue thunderstorms out there. Again, these are all sub-severe today. These are instability storms, we like to call them, or daytime heating storms, another name. They kind of go by a lot of names. We just have a lot of instability out there because of the heat at the surface. And so you can have days like today where we're having values well over 3,000, maybe even 4,000 joules per kilogram of surface-based CAPE. That is your fuel for storms. So any storms that do fire up can produce probably what's called D-CAPE, which is downdraft CAPE, and that's where you get these gusty winds moving out from the base of the thunderstorm. But these are the only storms we're seeing right now in the lower peninsula along and south of the 94 corridor. Again, for those who are just tuning in, this is our part 3 coverage today here on June 17th, 2024. We had severe coverage here early this morning at 10 a.m. and again at 10:30 for 3 hours worth. So we had a combined total of about 4 hours of severe coverage tonight on top of the 7.5 hours we had last night. And now we're also live here for the past 18 minutes on MSC for today's severe thunderstorms that we're currently watching in southeast Michigan. So we've hit about 12, well, over 12 probably at this point, 12 hours of severe coverage in the past 30 hours. So we've been pretty much live for half the time we've been awake.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, if you like what we do here at MSC, now's a good reminder to like the stream. If you just joined us, I haven't done that yet, feel free to follow on both YouTube and Facebook. We are live on both platforms at the same time. We will say YouTube's probably the better streaming experience, but both work just as good. That rain curtain is barreling down on Ryan ever so quickly.
Yes.
Or is he driving to it just ever so quickly?
I don't know.
Combination of both. Now, Ryan is out there on the Monroe County, Lenawee County line.
Caitlin asks, is there anything to worry about? And I would probably say
just
not.
60-mile-per-hour winds at most.
Yeah.
There could be some hail less than 0.75 inches heading up towards Flat Rock and Carlton. Other than that, it will be just a damaging wind risk, again, with a lot of D-CAPE out there today. Looks like our storm up in Ann Arbor is gusting out just a little bit. Still could get some sub-severe winds up there north of Barton Hills and north of Ann Arbor. So we'll keep an eye on that one too. Storm up in Saginaw area, which was, I believe, their second or third storm of the day in Saginaw, is pretty much raining itself out. We look at ZDR radar here. Those blue hues represent an updraft collapsing back down to the surface. So that storm is well on its way out as it heads through extreme northern Tuscola County. Nothing to worry about up there. Flint area, you guys are pretty good. Same with Shiawassee County down towards Lansing. Nothing in you guys' area right now. Same with Lapeer. You do have this lake breeze that is heading your direction. Storms could fire off behind it. But again, with the sun going down here in the next hour and a half, we will start to see these storms just kind of lose its updrafts altogether. And then they will probably pop back up again tomorrow afternoon with more instability as the heat continues to batter Michigan throughout the week.
Hi, Ryan.
Ryan has a live shot, or he did.
Slammed in here. I roll my window down, but I'll get drenched.
Yeah, it's rain.
Windy, windy, windy.
Indeed.
Ryan is in the center of that.
Yep. He's on that leftmost storm or westmost storm there in extreme eastern Lenawee County, just north of Blissfield at this point. Blissfield, it's out of your woods now. You're still in the warning box, but the storm has pretty much passed over you guys. Watch out for redevelopment down there in Weston. Switching over to our updraft radar real quick. There are some reds in there, which is updrafts going up and not collapsing to the surface. As well as you can see that in this thunderstorm that is currently severe warned. A lot of reds in there too. So still powerful right now and heading up to the northeast again towards southern Washtenaw and southern Wayne counties. Echo tops on these today in the oranges, which are over 40,000 feet. So very tall updrafts. Not much of a cap out there today. So a lot of you could see those cumulus clouds probably out there today across the state, wherever you are located. No cap really out there. And those boundaries are help fueling some of the storms that you saw earlier this afternoon. Not so much now, other than this one that's heading through Oakland County with that storm right behind it, just north of Ann Arbor. There should be lightning with these.
Oh,
Brian,
yeah.
you see any lightning out there? Or is he not here? May not be able to talk right now.
You probably can't hear us with that rain.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, we don't have anything warned or special weather statemented anywhere in the state right now, including the Upper Peninsula.
Except for right now.
Other than southeast corner.
We got a special marine warning too.
Yep. So if you're boating on Lake Erie or the St. Clair River, Detroit River, be advised to take safe harbor immediately. These storms roll up the river and the west side of Lake Erie. No tornado risk with these. These are just your generic summertime thunderstorms with a lot of instability out there. Some of them are producing stronger downdraft winds, which shoot out from pretty much in all directions from the thunderstorm. Call it a microburst, perhaps. If not, it'll be straight line winds within any of these cells if it's not a microburst. So be careful out there. Again, these are severe thunderstorm warnings. What are you seeing there at the airport there, Nick?
The Monroe County cell getting wind gusts about 50, just under 50. That's pretty dang close to the radar as well. And over by Ryan here, again, right around 50.
Yeah. So looks like it could be dying just a little bit, but still maintaining its strength overall.
Yeah, this Monroe one has increased a little bit here as it moves north.
Oh yeah, that light blue line on radar that you were seeing was indeed the outflow bound or lake breeze. Sorry, from Lake Erie and Lake St. Clair.
Yeah, look at all that rain.
You can see it in the bottom right corner now. Entire blue line is one big lake breeze. Storms are trying to latch onto it. Saw a tiny shower up here in Shiawassee County, right where Chris previously was a while ago, north of Perry. Keep an eye on that one. But it's a tiny shower at this time.
I'm not seeing much in the way of that Toledo cell. It's kind of it's weakening.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dundee has a little bit of time left before this before it gets to you. Do you know how fast these are moving?
According to the warning box, if I can click it, 25 miles per hour to the northeast. So pretty slow. City driving speed.
So Dundee should be seeing this in the next 5 minutes. Azalea, I hope I said that right. 13 minutes, and then London in about 16.
There you go.
That's the front edge of this.
Looks like we're also looking at a new, perhaps sort of downdraft, or I guess downburst in the Whitmore Lake area. Probably 30 to 40 there at most. Is coming in closer to the actual Detroit National Weather Service radar site. So there's probably some more ground truth there. Again, if you guys have any wind damage at all tonight, please go ahead and submit that damage to the National Weather Service Detroit, especially if you live here in Southeast Michigan. We'll also take the damage reports. Just make sure to add a time, location, what you're seeing. We do appreciate that very much. Be as specific as possible so we can, relay that information to Detroit and they can put a marker where it is at. Downburst is basically an area of localized damaging winds. It's just kind of like straight line winds, but just in all directions out from a thunderstorm. Ryan's getting pictures of the barrel on the road there.
Oh, yeah. Someone on YouTube, I can't read that name. It's all weird font. Says the storm in Oakland County is 3 hours early, and for some odd reason, weather was saying it wasn't supposed to storm until like 11 p.m. Yeah, that's the thing with these pop-ups, is to kind of just happen.
Yep. And that's why in the summertime they become more and more inaccurate, because it'll say, you'll probably notice in some of your radar apps it says partly cloudy all week, but at the current time we're expecting pop-up showers and thunderstorms almost every day this week, and they could pop up anywhere at any time in any location across the state. And your radar and your weather apps, while they are good for some things, they're not going to do good at picking up when and where precipitation is going to fall. And that's why we cover just live radar as well as severe coverage. That way you're never in the dark about where these storms are located. As of right now, this is going to be currently the strongest in Lenawee and Monroe County.
Is a lake breeze kind of the same thing as an outflow boundary? I saw that question.
Kind of, yeah. It acts as an area of lift, so kind of the same function. Does a blown over trash can count as straight line damage report? Kind of. You'd have to see a lot more damage, though, if you want to call it actual swaths of straight line wind damage. You can't just say, oh, it tipped over trash barrel. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Because you can tip over a trash barrel with 30 mile per hour winds and not 60. Yes, Brittany makes a great point. This is like Florida weather. This is what they see all the time down there.
Hot and humid. What is that?
Fire.
So Joel, do you think they're gonna uphold the severe, or are they gonna let it expire?
Well, they'll probably let it expire. Keep an eye on our phones here for a little bit for the next warnings to come in. We actually did have a special weather statement issued for Novi, Wixom South line. So that's going to be, okay, that is the storm up here to the north, I believe.
Is it the Green Oak Township one?
Whitmore Lake, one headed towards the radar. Did anybody post that on Facebook? If not, can someone do that? Just copy and paste it.
No, that's not what I want. This.
Oh, and we also have new special weather statements that just came in for Wayne and extreme southeastern Washtenaw. So starting with that one, in effect for wind gusts up to 50. So at this time, they're saying the winds are now subsevere, but 50 miles per hour is still strong. Again, these storms are moving to the northeast at 20 miles per hour. At 9:02 p.m., Doppler radar indicated a strong thunderstorms along the line extending from Britain to near Ida to near Carlton, moving northeast at 20. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. These storms will be near Flat Rock, 9:05. So that'll be right now. Milan, Trenton, 9:15. Gross Eel, 9:25. Wyandotte, 9:35. Willis, 9:40. Taylor, 9:45. A lot of interstates in effect or in that warning, or sorry, not warning, special weather statement. That's this one here again in Wayne and southeastern Washtenaw, and then you have the one up here for northern Washtenaw, southeastern Livingston, and western Oakland. This one's in effect for 50-mile-per-hour winds as well. 8:57 p.m. Doppler radar indicated a strong thunderstorm over Whitmore Lake or near Brighton, moving northeast at 20 as well. Hazards, wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and pea-sized hail also possible. This one. Storms will be near Southline at 9 o'clock. So this is already over, you guys. Milford around 9:15. Other locations impacted by that one: Lakeland, Davisburg, White Lake, Island Lake State Recreation Area, Commerce, Wolverine Lake, New Hudson, Walled Lake, and Wixom. Includes I-75 between mile markers 94 and 98, I-96 between mile markers 147, 161, and US 23 between mile markers 48 and 63. So again, a couple special weather statements just rolling in here for southeast lower Michigan. Winds just below the severe criteria at 50 miles per hour, and perhaps some pea-sized to half-inch size hail with these storms. So we'll stay alive here even if the warning expires, because this is heading into a metro area. So again, feel free to hit the like button, share it with your friends and family who do live in southeast Michigan in the path of these storms. We appreciate it. And again, if you don't know anyone living in southeast Michigan, a like goes a long way. So feel free to hit that like button. You never know who you're boosting the algorithm for that may need it sometime down the road, if not today, in future live streams.
I got those special weather statements, by the way.
You got them?
Yeah.
Wait.
I forgot you were here, Alex.
Hi.
I've kind of been on Ryan cam for a while. It's very pretty out there. Sun's starting to get a low angle and illuminates the clouds, kind of like what we saw yesterday night in the Plainwell area in Alex's stream.
Yeah, outside of the thunderstorms last night, it was a beautiful, beautiful sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of hues tonight.
Yeah, these storms are up at 40,000 feet. So if you guys are out and away from these storms, like in the distance, you guys can probably point your cameras at them if you know where to look and get some good updraft shots of those storms tonight. Especially with the sun now setting, you'll get yellow illuminated clouds, and it'll be kind of cool. Some perhaps rainbow opportunities coming up here for southeast Michigan. So be ready for that. But again, if you are in this path of these storms, especially the special weather statements, be advised, damaging winds heading your way. If not, strong winds. Take the radar back full here. Ryan positions himself again if he's still out and about going after other storms. Still see the rain curtain there a minute ago.
Ryan just got a video on the Facebook page. I don't know if you said anything about that.
I have not.
Ryan just posted a video of some of that high winds from his phone. Yeah, it's windy. On the Facebook page if you want to check that out.
Gotcha. Yeah, South Line. This is the storm that just got special weather statemented for you guys. 50-mile-per-hour winds there in South Line, as well as heading up towards 96 around the Brighton, Milford, and Wixom areas. So be ready for that if you live in South Line.
Hey, Joel, I'm going to be heading in toward Blissfield. Apparently, it took a pretty big beating down there, wires down, trees down, so I'm going to head that way.
In Blissfield?
Blissfield, yeah. I just drove through Deerfield. They had a power outage there, but no major damage that I saw. There was a couple tree limbs that were down. One, in fact, was actually on a house. The house didn't really have much in the way of damage, but it was a pretty big limb. And then that's about all I saw in Deerfield, but I'll be in Blissfield in about probably 7 to 10 minutes. And as of the storm itself, at just north of Deerfield, wind gusts were easily 60 for a sustained period of time there. I posted a video on the page. So if you guys want to go check it out, it's up on the page on Twitter or X and Facebook.
Sweet. Thank you. And Ryan, is that the sun I'm seeing out there on the horizon, that red dot?
It is the sun. It is.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Yep. I'm looking for a rainbow, but unfortunately there's not any. There was earlier, a really faint one, but not anymore.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Ryan, I don't know if you saw on radar, there's another cell in Fairfield right now heading towards...
Lovely. That's right about to the left here. We saw some lightning a little bit earlier. I don't know if you guys caught it on stream or not, but yeah, check like over here. Might see some lightning with that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of lightning in that one.
Yeah, when I first hopped down here to start talking, there was a strike just before I started. So keep an eye on that. If you want to take me full, or I guess you're not full, but
we can do a duo.
Guys, check this out on my phone camera. That is your updraft behind you, but that looks like some potential mammatus up there on the anvil.
Oh yeah!
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, that is mammatus. That's beautiful.
Looks icy too. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's with the sunset hitting it. It's definitely a sight. If you guys are out here between storms in Lenawee, Monroe County, go ahead and go outside and look up. That's a beautiful updraft there.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, just got that spotter report in here from the Blissfield area, just up the road from Blissfield, Palmyra Township. So that's going to be just up the road on, US 223. And resource is 911 call center. Multiple trees reported down in that township. Just again, that's just down the road from Adrian, just down the road from Blissfield. So kind of in that area there as Ryan heads towards it on Deerfield Road. Still severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. It was trimmed a little bit. The hazards do remain the same. It is 60-mile-per-hour winds. People are asking about, looks like, or just commenting about the app. Yeah, if you have the emergency app by the Red Cross is what it's by. It's free and it alerts you to any warnings that you want customized on your phone. And again, that's just a warnings app, so it doesn't do anything else except warn you. And again, these storms are special weather statemented right now, which those aren't technically warnings, but strong winds nonetheless. And the storm is over South Line for this one, north of everything else right now. Still heading up into the 96 corridor. Again, these storms are moving very slow at 20 miles per hour. So you have time to prepare. Bring anything in that's loose. So like trash cans, anything in your garden that might blow around, any play equipment outside that you may have left outside from your family that might have been playing outside today. So again, loose objects, secure them, 50-mile-per-hour winds, and those special weather statements up there as they head into Oakland County, as well as these storms down here heading into Washtenaw and Wayne County, eventually towards downtown Detroit.
Yeah, I'm looking at a pocket of higher winds heading towards maybe Scottfield and that TW radar. Looking about 50 mile an hour. Radar indicated 51 mile an hour. Yeah, it's kind of increasing a little bit here with that new scan. So yeah, maybe the town maybe. You've got just a couple minutes before you have some higher winds coming back in. And I'm going to go back towards Palmyra.
Oh, wow.
And that has increased significantly in the last couple scans. As it gets closer to the radar, obviously, it'll get a better image. But yeah, we're already seeing 35, 40 mile per hour wind gusts with this cell. And this is Ryan right there. Just can't see too well with the camera up there.
All the gray, yeah. You can kind of see it on my map.
What's Ryan got?
My drone is live. If you want to take me, I can have a view of that storm. Yeah, there's a microburst going on over there. You can tell the leading edge of that rain shield getting pushed outward.
Ashley, thank you for becoming a member for 2 months in a row. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley.
For your continued support. Yeah, here's your full screen map now for those who are wondering. This is still the Severe Thunderstorm warning in Lenawee and Monroe County. Again, if you know you live in this areas, especially on the western half of Monroe County and the eastern half of Lenawee County, you guys are in this orange box inside that polygon. Again, respect the polygon, as James Spann likes to say.
Yes. Yeah, as one thunderstorm blows up and then pulses up and pulses back down, a new one will form in its wake, as look like we're seeing here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I have the updraft, I guess, ZDR radar up right now, which shows your updraft and downdraft strength. You can kind of see that this storm that is now in Monroe County northwest side is starting to rain itself out a little bit. Still some reds in there. Where you see these greens and blues, that means the storm is collapsing in on itself. However, you have, like Alex said, the storm right behind it in its wake, putting out a good updraft now as it heads just to the south side of downtown Adrian. And that may just skim Adrian and hit some of the same areas that just got tree damage and power line damage near the Blissfield area in Palmyra Township. If you're hearing sirens, those are issued by your local emergency management, perhaps town halls, whatever government is responsible for that in your local area. So make sure to check in if you do live in the area, what the sirens mean. But typically they are issued for tornado warnings, but some places do it for severe thunderstorm warnings or even just strong thunderstorms. So it's all different by different counties. And it's another reason why we like to say, do not rely on the sirens completely, because we are in the 21st century. There's other ways to be warned. We have apps for that. Checking in with your loved ones is another way. And of course, you have your Midland weather radios. And of course, we're live here. Can't forget that.
Can't forget that.
Will Jackson, Michigan get hit with the storms? Yes, Jackson does have a cell, non-severe cell heading towards it.
Yep.
Just some rain and a little bit of thunder. That's about it.
Vandercook Lake, it's on top of you now.
Yeah.
Nothing in terms of hail on VIL, and switching to super res velocity. Perhaps a little bit of a downdraft in there, especially back here towards Hanover. It is a little far from the radar, but it looks like the second portion of this cell. I'm just going to check ZDR really quick to see which side is stronger. It's even in both spots, so you could see downdrafts in both of these. So watch out for microbursts, for example, where you have winds coming out in all directions from this thunderstorms. Again, we're still tracking this other special weather statement up here in South Lyon, heading for Milford, crossing I-96 right now as we speak. It's taken about 4 scans from South Lyon to get to the interstate, just to show you how slow these storms are moving today. And again, this line right here that you see on the radar is a lake breeze, and that is between Livingston up to Oakland and into Lapeer County at this current time. And it probably does exist further north. You kind of see a little bit of specks there up towards Sanilac County. But again, it's below the radar beam once it gets past that height. But main hazard, again, with all these storms is going to be 50 to 60 mile per hour winds tonight. Hail less than probably 0.5 inches. Again, severe criteria for hail is 1 inch in diameter. We're just not seeing that tonight with these pulse thunderstorms. Yes, so a couple comments on the sky getting creepy looking. With the sun now going down, you're going to see clouds start to look different colors. So yellows for sure. Good photo opportunities, perhaps some rainbow opportunities out there if you're out and away from the storms. And the storms are on your east horizon. So if you know you have storms to your east right now, take a look outside. You might be surprised at what you see. And if you do see something beautiful, again, we will take those pictures. Feel free to send them in to us. Just not here on the stream. We can't see them here in our StreamYard chat. So any other posts that we have on our page, feel free to post them there, and we will react to them accordingly.
Airport radar is taking a while to update.
10 minutes in between scans.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Excited for phased array radar someday. Hopefully that'll be in the next 5 years.
I hope so.
Is that what Canada has?
No, nobody has it yet.
Oh.
I think the NSSL is testing it right now still.
Mm. And all the radars that you see around the state are called WSR 88Ds, which means they were put in place in the 80s. So 88, for example, been around for a while.
Weather surveillance radar 88 Doppler.
Yes. These radars have been around over 30, 35 years, if my math does me correct.
The math is mathing.
Yep. No tornado warnings, correct. Just one severe thunderstorm warning right now for 60 mile per hour winds in Lenawee and Monroe for those who are just tuning in.
Yes.
Again, for those who did not see the SPC outlook today, it is a general thunderstorm category because of the nature of our atmosphere today. It is very juiced, I guess you could say. A lot of instability out there with the daytime heating. Got a lot of surface-based cape. It's a lot of updrafts going up there about 30 to 40,000 feet and then collapsing down on themselves. And that is your damaging winds that do come out of that. So the blue lines you see on here are all highways and roads and stuff, except for the blue lines down here along the lakeshore. That's a special marine warning. And this lighter blue hue here. So if you're boating out there right now, should already be in a safe harbor, but in case you're just now hearing it, feel free to take precautionary measures there. Switch over to velocity here. Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's heading for the radar. Just north of New Hudson, just crossed over 96, and Milford down the road from you guys now. Zooming in on this, I'm seeing 45 to 50 knots. So still just barely severe at the current time, but is still validated as it enters Oakland County west side.
GR2 makes that look way worse than it is.
Yeah, well, GR2 is super far away. Or did you say Grand Rapids or GR2?
GR2.
Oh, well, never mind. I thought you were saying Grand Rapids for a second. I'm like, well, yeah, because Grand Rapids is
way over there.
But yeah, GR2 makes it look a little bit scarier. But nonetheless, that is 750 feet off the ground. So you are going to see some stronger winds in this area. Even if they are 45 to 50 miles per hour, that's still going to cause a couple tree branches to come down in your area.
All right, we got a new scan from the airport radar.
Nice. These storms are moving northeast about 20 to 25 miles per hour.
Yeah, maybe in Schofield or Schofield I think it's Schofield. is getting the higher winds right now, looking like 35, 40 miles per hour. And then Ryan is heading towards Blissfield. It looks like he's going to be just off to the side of this Palmyra cell, which is pushing about 35, 40 miles per hour as well.
Hey guys, I am in Palmyra on the edge of this new storm here. There is no power whatsoever besides the fire department here, but there's multiple small limbs down in Palmyra itself. Trying to search for a bigger area of pocket of damage.
Sounds good. Anybody, Nick or Alex, you want to pull up? It's not consumers.
These winds here now are cranking up probably 40 or so mile an hour.
Gotcha.
I do want to highlight Jackson County just got issued a special weather statement.
Okay.
For wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and penny-sized hail.
We did have some stronger winds in there that Joel was looking at the last time we looked at this cell as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much over Vandercook Lake now, which is not on your screen for some reason, but it's on mine.
Yeah, we're going to look at, yeah. It's going right into Jackson proper here. What's a better, why is this? Yeah, let's do that. That's better.
We are in zero visibility here in Palmyra right now. We're going to pull off here.
Okay. Do what you need to be safe there.
Be safe. Be safe.
Hey, take my phone camera. Second microburst ongoing here in Palmyra. Look at those trees get whipped.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, it's so
Hail.
foggy.
We have hail.
We have hail.
That poor tree. Okay. It's calming down pretty quick there. But we have small hail falling here, probably pea-size.
See that wind shift?
Yeah.
Yeah, backside coming here. Slammed again.
Oh, look at the little hail on the ground. What is that?
About pea size, Ryan?
That's clover.
Yeah, it's flowers.
Oh, dang it.
Oh.
I was gonna say it's not. If it was a lot bigger, then we would be seeing it.
This is in Palmyra.
That's correct.
This is along US 223. The severe thunderstorm warning expires in about 4 minutes, and we'll see if that gets reissued or not.
Mm-hmm.
No, Caitlin, that is not a tornado.
Can someone post a special weather statement for Jackson if they're not working on it?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Sweet. Yeah, you take that over for a second.
Yep.
It's getting very, very slow for me.
Oh yeah, look at the. Oops. Add to stage. There we go. The
Downburst.
Yeah, right there, right where Ryan's at.
Got
Still watching
down the road here.
What do you say? Branches down? That tree looks dead. Wow. Careful out there if you're driving in these downbursts tonight for sure. Very low visibilities out there, as you can see on Ryan's stream.
I just got some pretty high winds on a scan in Lenawee Junction right now. 60 mile an hour wind gust, 60 mile an hour.
So that's right to Ryan's north, right out his window.
Yeah, that's just past him. That just updated about a minute ago. So according to this, they should re-up this severe warning.
Yeah, and I'm also watching the wind still here in Milford behind the scenes. So Milford, extreme western, Oakland County. Oakland County, you guys heading up your way. It's gonna be in Milford in probably about 5 minutes. You're probably starting to see some of the stronger winds right now on the edge.
It looks like that's pushing outflow, even almost an outflow boundary, Joel.
Yeah. Let me on this one in South Line.
The one you were just on, yeah.
Which side of the storm?
I was just so when you were zoomed out or zoomed in rather, I was seeing the lake breeze. Never mind.
Okay. Like that lake breeze is starting to die a little bit.
Yeah.
Still some showers up here in Tuscola County, still hanging out. Nothing severe there. For those who live in Grand Rapids, you guys had a half-inch hail report from earlier today and a special weather statement there.
I just don't want to lose power. Kind of need that AC. Yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point given the heat advisor that continues all through this week. Brutal out there, especially with no AC. I know this morning a lot of people in Portage were without power and surrounding areas after last night's storm. Thankfully, most of the power was restored by mid to late morning. But still, with the heat that's coming in all this week, if you lose power, maybe find a way to find a place with AC tomorrow that is open, whether it's a mall, a movie theater, something.
So we just got our warning expired. It's now 9:30, so we're just in special weather statement mode. We have 3 of them.
Airport radar is now doing 1 minute uploads, so I'm thrilled.
Ooh, perfect.
It's still showing about 58 mile per hour. Yeah, they just reissued a severe warning.
Coming in now.
Coming in right now. I got it.
Yep.
National Weather Service at Detroit issued severe thunderstorm warning for northern Monroe County in southeastern Michigan and eastern Lenawee County in southeastern Michigan. Severe thunderstorm was located near Blissfield, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and this is radar indicated.
So some of the same areas that have already been hit by the first thunderstorm warning now has a second storm behind it, and this is the one that Ryan is on. Set up towards Britain, Dundee.
Yep.
Anyway, they're along M50 there.
And I'm going to have to go here soon.
And again, with sunset quickly approaching, these storms are going to start to lose its daytime instability. So we do expect these storms to probably taper out in terms of severity within the next hour, hour and a half by 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And that's kind of, these aren't nearly as organized as the storms were last night. So they should lose their punch a lot earlier than the storms last night. Hopefully no more 3 a.m. streams for a little while for Joel especially.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan and I have put in about 12 hours, 13 hours of streaming over the past 30 hours. So
more storms potentially tomorrow, yes. Again, like Joel was mentioning, there's a lot of instability, a lot of storm fuel, storm juice. However you want to think about it. The atmosphere has a lot of instability, a lot of surface-based instability. So these thunderstorms, again, may pop up tomorrow, but again, like today, they're going to be pulse-type thunderstorms. So just keep an eye to Michigan Storm Chasers, us here on Facebook and YouTube, wherever you're watching. We'll keep you always prepared from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looking at radar, this airport radar just southeast of Schofield. We're getting higher wind gusts again, up to 50s here in these little between the holes of the radar. It's showing 67. That might be a little bit inflated. But yeah, still pretty good wind gusts here. And heading down where Ryan is, we're still getting those 55 wind gusts reporting from a radar. So this severe warning actually encompasses both of these storms. Any danger for tornadoes in Monroe? No. Dark.
Yep, sun's starting to go down.
All right, fellas, I think I gotta go. I gotta head out.
No.
Yep, I gotta go.
No, I think Nick needs to pull an all-nighter just to feel our pain.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I'll be dead at work tomorrow.
It's okay. They'll understand.
It's not okay. They won't. No, it's not okay.
Okay, fine. I will take over radar then.
All right.
I'll still be with you for a little while, Joel.
Sweet.
I also have to work tomorrow morning, but I mean, I'll take the risk.
Not as
Okay.
early.
No, not as early.
So my radar is currently on the Milford storm right now, heading up into the Detroit radar site.
The special weather statement is up there by Oakland.
Yep. Still looks like 50-mile-per-hour winds confirmed with that one. Again, if you're sourcing stuff, please give like an actual source. Don't just start spewing stuff like small spin ups. Again, people have storm anxiety. If you're just saying stuff, it does not help. But right now, we're not seeing anything in the way of tornadoes. We're looking at a lot of probably straight line wind and microbursts, which again, don't be taking that less seriously. Again, those can produce more damage than a weak tornado.
Yeah, I can't say this enough to the people listening. Yesterday, last night, while we were streaming, a tornado warning was issued based off a report from law enforcement of a tornado on the ground, which the Weather Service went out and surveyed today and found there was no such tornado. It was a microburst, and looking at the damage, some of the damage that went through Kalamazoo County today, driving around, there was a 76-mile-an-hour wind gust at the airport in Kalamazoo last night. And looking at some of the damage, there was a lot of trees, tree branches, some power lines down and such, which is why Portage lost power. That damage was significant and can cause serious injury or worse if you are caught out in that potentially. So don't treat a microburst any less than a potential tornado, but we don't need any false reports of tornadoes or anything heard second or third hand. Especially with people with storm anxiety. Again, we have nothing on radar here that would suggest tornadoes.
Take me a full camera or phone camera.
I got it.
Got a pole down here. I'm facing southeast here. Uprooted tree, pine tree, uprooted tree here. behind me here, there was a barn and completely destroyed, as well as multiple trees. We're gonna go back and take a picture of that real quick. This is gonna be Deerfield Road, cross of Rogers Road on
Deerfield Road and Rogers Road.
Rogers Road.
You know what? I'm gonna write that down really quick.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Deerfield and Rogers, right?
Deerfield, Rogers. I'm on Pixley Road. It's like a triangle area. Poles down, barns destroyed, and looks like multiple trees uprooted, both hardwood and softwood.
Okay. Again, that's the Lenawee County area.
Do you want to text that information to me, Joel? I can tweet that to the Weather Service in Detroit.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and call them here once I confirm that was a building destroyed behind here. I'll go ahead and call them.
Okay, perfect.
Sweet. Yep. Yeah, do that as soon as you can. That's probably priority 1 right now.
Yeah.
I don't have Omega anymore, so I can't look at the airport radar, unfortunately. But I'm still looking at the radar behind the scenes here. Is that the moon I saw out?
You have the moon outside?
It looks like the moon on Ryan's stream there.
Oh, on Ryan's stream, yeah. Yeah.
Goes from 0 to 60.
Leave my stream on here for about 3 more minutes. I'll give you the visual here. We're going to come back on this road and take a peek at these trees slash what I believe is a barn destroyed.
Okay.
But yeah, there's intense damage, at least to a lot of trees here along Deerfield Road here. More, holy cow! There's so much tree damage here. But we're about to turn back on this side road here. Pixley Road is what it is.
It definitely looked like some sort of microburst straight line wind damage there, Ryan. Is that what's looking like for you guys? Or looking like for you?
There is debris here. Hold on, I'll get you guys a visual here. Go ahead and turn. Give me one second. I'll probably switch over to my phone camera here momentarily. But up here to my left, which we're not going to go down and see, there's a bunch of trees uprooted. In fact, there's one right here. It's actually uprooted over there. But the real interest is over here where the structure got, looks like, destroyed. So go ahead and flip me over to my phone camera here.
Hold on.
Joel, Nick, Alex, somebody. Thank you. Yeah, that is a barn that just got completely blown out. And the debris is in the field.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So I'm going to report this to the NWS here. Give me a few. I'll be back.
All right, so that is a destroyed barn there in the Blissfield area. He's northwest of Blissfield near Deerfield Road. So between Adrian and Blissfield. Likely with that, probably, if not the first storm, the second storm, undetermined when it actually occurred, but there's 2 cells that hit over the same area for those who are just tuning in.
Both cells had strong winds with them, so it's hard to tell which one may have done it.
Yeah.
And it looks like on his stream there we had more tree limbs down.
This is the second one. This is like now. Here's the first one where Ryan's at. I don't know if I can get any more frames, but it doesn't look like much in the first storm, but if that damage is fresh, it just happened.
Yeah. I mean, that's right there where he is.
Yeah, and that looks like downburst because if there's anything, this is anticyclonic, which usually indicates that this is probably a downburst right here, where you have winds going opposite directions. And it looks like it peaked right over Ryan's location there, just down the road from Adrian on Deerfield Road there.
So So yeah, that was fresh. I mean, that makes sense given where he was with that first video of the very strong winds. Where his first location of that video was, Joel.
Yeah.
So we still have the storm Ryan's on that's severe, and then you're still poking around that storm in Oakland County that's still maintaining elevated winds. Looks like, Joel. I said it looks like that storm in Oakland County you're poking around with still has some elevated winds.
Yep. This is at 330 feet off the ground, and it's 35 miles per hour. Well, probably even close to 40. So definitely still worth a special weather statement. So if you're in the White Lake, I believe it's White Lake area, I think is in that area. Either way,
Yep.
Village of Clarkston, Waterford area. This crosses M59 here soon. You have some damaging winds heading into your area. And there's an update actually as it gets closer and closer to the radar. Have a 41 knots. So it's about 43 to 45 miles per hour right there as it crosses M59 right now.
Yep.
Likely in the form of a downburst there. Going back down to our severe thunderstorm warning here in Monroe and Lenawee. Again, details on this still in effect until 10:30, so 45 minutes as this moves off to the northeast at 20 miles per hour. At 9:30, severe thunderstorm was located near Blissfield. It's radar indicated roof damage, siding, and trees. And in one instance, we had a barn that's been completely destroyed and tossed into a field. Britain 940, so this is already past you or on top of you guys. Dundee 1005 and Milan around 1010. This includes I-75 mile markers 18 to 26, I-275 mile markers 1 and 7, or mile markers 1 to 7, and US 23 between mile markers 10 and 25. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building, a secure building. And looking up at Jackson here, still special weather statement over here issued by the National Weather Service, Grand Rapids, for winds up to 55 miles per hour. Wait, no, that's storm movement. That storm movement is 55 compared to the rest.
Hey guys,
What's up?
was on a phone with the NWS out of Detroit. There's another barn that was destroyed, Rogers Highway and Demlo Road, just north of that last location I was at. Both have been reported, as well as the tree damage. And I'm driving back toward Tecumseh/Britain now behind the storm.
Are you going to find that second barn, or
What?
are you going to find that second barn, or have you already found it?
No, I came across it. I already took pictures, reported. So
Okay.
it goes out to the US here soon.
Sweet.
Just FYI.
Sounds good.
Thanks for the update.
Braden says winds are cranking in Jackson. It was just insane. Yep. It looks like before Ryan chimed in there, it's actually 50 mile per hour winds and penny sized hail. And it looks like Braden is validating that here in our YouTube chat. Radar indicated though, penny sized hail, 50 mile per hour winds, moving off to the northeast at 55 miles per hour. Strongest of the winds just on the northeast side of downtown Jackson at this current time, heading up north of Grass Lake and eventually down M106 towards Stockbridge, which Stockbridge, you guys are currently in that. As you can see, the special weather statement does include the very extreme southeast corner of Ingham County. But other than southeast Michigan, anywhere else in the state right now, nothing going on.
Yeah.
Perhaps a couple isolated pop-up showers and maybe a lingering thunderstorm from our surface instability. But again, the story today, other than the severe risk for the UP that we saw this morning, it was supposed to redevelop in the afternoon. We haven't seen that yet for the UP. The story today for the Lower Peninsula is we have these instability thunderstorms, or daytime heating storms, we like to call them as well, that have popped up. Given our juice for today, our surface base cape is upwards of 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram. And that is a lot of instability just sitting in the atmosphere with nothing to do other than to, blow up some storms. So that's what we've been seeing today, is these huge updrafts cause these huge and heavy rain showers. some small hail, and then they come collapsing down on themselves and produce some gusty winds, as we've seen tonight there in the Lenawee and Monroe County areas, specifically where we've had 2 severe thunderstorm warnings now in the past hour and 15 minutes of streaming. And again, this thunderstorm warning is still in effect until 10:30, so it's still got just under 45 minutes left. We have a marine thunderstorm wind gust just offshore of Estrel Beach of 55 miles per hour. That was reported with this storm now in extreme southwest Ontario, heading up towards Essex. So that will not be in Michigan. But we are still watching the severe thunderstorm warning here for Lenawee and Monroe, specifically in this orange box. So if you know where you live on a county map, inside this orange box that is here, kind of looks like a weird sort of parallelogram with a fifth side there. Still some heavy winds. Looks like some heavy winds now going up US 24 near Carlton and Flat Rock, so be careful there. Still a couple areas of downburst here over Britain and just north of Blissfield. That's also to the northwest of Petersburg. So Britain, we saw what it's been doing so far with the barn damage. If you're in Britain right now, you want to be probably indoors at the very least.
Yeah, as Joel has mentioned a couple of times already, respect the polygon. If you are in that warning, respect it. Stay inside in a sturdy shelter until these storms are passed. Still got about another 40 minutes or so on that severe thunderstorm warning, again, for Lenawee and Monroe counties.
Mm-hmm. This is an elongated storm, yes. Yeah, someone made a great point in chat. I just saw the scrolling past. If we're not talking about you, chances are you're likely good. Again, we're covering 1 severe thunderstorm warning and 3 special weather statements right now, all in the southeast side of Michigan. The special weather statements are in effect for all of Wayne County. We also have one. It also extends over into southeastern Washtenaw, and we have the second one up here in northern Washtenaw, southeast Livingston, and western Oakland. At this point, though, it is just in Oakland County. So if you live in the Brighton area and you see this special weather statement over you, you're not technically in it anymore because the storm that was issued for is already past your neck of the woods. But watch out behind as we have this thunderstorm with some strong to almost severe thunderstorm winds heading up towards Stockbridge here in Jackson County and southeastern Ingham County.
Looks like, if I'm not mistaken, another thunderstorm developing near Manchester, just to the southwest of Manchester, there to the south of that Jackson storm.
Oh, yep. ZDR shows it is an updraft billowing. We have a new special weather statement coming in. Alex, if you want to cover that?
Yep.
Post it. This is from the Grand Rapids area. Has been issued for Stockbridge, Michigan until 10:45. So this is going to replace the one as you see it pop in and populate your screen there. It's this elongated box here. It kind of gets up towards the Weberville area. Not issued for Fowlerville because this is where the jurisdiction ends. So Ingham County is in the Grand Rapids jurisdiction. Livingston is in the Detroit. So as the storm moves up towards the Livingston County line, watch out for another special weather statement on the western half of the county. The new special weather statement is in effect until 10:30, I believe. 10:45 actually, so just under an hour. 9:50 p.m. Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 7 miles northeast of Jackson, moving northeast at now 30 miles per hour, so that's slowed down. Hazard 50 mile per hour winds and nickel-sized hail, which is 1/2 inch in diameter. Impact gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Yeah, when you have jurisdictions where storms are crossing both, you're going to have some weird looking polygons like this. And real quick, as Dawn points out in YouTube chat, if you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and smash that for us. Appreciate your support. Best way you can support the channel is always liking our content, reacting to it if you're on Facebook. Helps boost the algorithm, as I mentioned. People that may have not seen Michigan Storm Chasers before, it helps it populate in their feed. So we do appreciate it. In any way you can support us here at MSC. It all goes back to you guys in the long run, keeps the streams going for you guys. And
Yep.
that way we can live up to our name of covering every severe thunderstorm in the entire state, 365 days a year.
No warnings for Oakland County, just a special weather statement for that storm that is almost about to move out of that existing special weather statement. Again, as Joel mentioned, what was Ryan about to say something? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it just says Ryan's report just came in on the IEM bot, so it's officially in the database.
Gotcha.
So go ahead.
No, just going to say, as you've been mentioning, with it being so unstable, with it being so warm and especially humid, dew points overnight tonight will stay elevated in the upper 60s and lower 70s, which is extremely muggy, extremely humid air that even though the temperatures will start going down and it will stay muggy. So that's the air you can wear almost overnight. So these storms may start to tamper down a little bit, but just know that overnight that warm and mugginess will continue and for the rest of the week as well as we get more storms potentially here.
Mm-hmm. So they just trimmed the severe thunderstorm warning just a tad. So looks like Blissfield, you are no longer in the severe thunderstorm warning. So that's good news for you guys who've been battered by 2 thunderstorms in the severe nature back-to-back in the past hour and 22 minutes that we've been streaming. One of our Chaser Partner Network guys, Cody Reynolds, is in the area too.
Is he out?
Yeah, we can. We don't have the link to our CPNs actually. I will put a post in our chat right now.
Yeah, because if he's close by and can see anything.
As of right now, there are no tornado reports. We've not had that come in through our connections yet. All we do know is that their barns is destroyed, likely from downbursts. A new special weather statement coming in now. This is going to be for the entirety of Washtenaw and Wayne County. So it is going to be overlapping the ones that are currently in effect as they're going to expire at probably soon.
I would assume that, yeah, that's probably a replacement for
end time, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to expire here in 4 minutes. So they're rewriting them. So all of Washtenaw and all of Wayne counties, if you know you live in Washtenaw and Wayne counties, you guys are now in a new special weather statement. Ford is very happy in chat. He called that. I will say, Ford, you were quick on that. But yes, Washtenaw and Wayne, you guys are in that new special weather statement. It will populate here in about 3 minutes. It's in effect until 11 p.m., so that's another hour. 450-mile-per-hour winds, no hail expected.
I'm going to try to end the chase here with some lightning shots for you guys.
Okay.
Just got that special weather statement to the page, Joel.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yep.
So this special weather statement now here in Wayne. Again, Oakland County. Can't get that county right. Ottawa, Wayne. But Oakland County, this is going to expire here in 2 minutes, so you'll be in the clear as long as they don't issue another one downstream. It's right over the
site.
The site has some funky little things going on there, but it's really close to the site, so it's tough to tell what's actually happening. We call that the cone of silence there, where that black circle's at, right around the radar site. Can't see anything there, but again, we do have ground truth at the National Weather Service office. That would just let us know anyways what they're seeing. So it's not too critical that we don't have radar coverage there, but technically we do because of the radar from the airport down here covers that area, but still. National Weather Service is there in Clarkson area, so they're watching.
Yeah. If there's anything of significance, we'll get a report. They'll send something out.
Yeah.
Welcome, Bob.
Bob H. Place with the super chats earlier, and now has become a part of our team here at MSC with a new membership. Thank you, Bob. Welcome to the team.
Thanks a
Thank you for
bunch.
your continued support.
Glad to have you part of the team, Bob.
Mm-hmm. We'll say every once in a while, some of our members here do like to do membership giveaways. So if you're not subscribed on YouTube yet, incentive to do so. You never know when new memberships will be handed out.
Right.
Hey, my camera's pointing at the storm. I don't know if it's going to take me full or not, but if there's any lightning, it's going to be here. Show you guys here this picture I got, or not picture, but this view I got real quick.
Oops, sorry, Alex.
On my phone here. Check out the moon is out.
Oh, wow.
The backside anvil is over my head here. There's some lightning in my north.
Ooh, nice.
That's beautiful.
There's some. But yeah, looking to the east toward Dundee. You can take my GoPro back.
Okay. It's pretty dark there.
And it'll light up there if there's lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick, want to say thank you to Bob for gifting 5 Michigan Storm Chaser memberships, as Joel was just saying a little bit ago.
Yep. So for those who are already subscribed on YouTube, these will be handed out randomly. And if you did get one of them, feel free to thank Bob. And thank you, Bob, for your continued support to the page. Appreciate you very much. Again, those are handed out at random, so as long as you're subscribed, could be you. Make sure you have your accepting memberships setting turned on. I forgot that's a whole thing, so check your settings. I'm not sure how you go about that.
Oh, for YouTube?
Yeah, yep. You have to turn on your settings to accept gifted memberships. So I'm sure there's a YouTube video out for that.
The irony on that one.
Yeah. It looks like it's kind of congealing into a line here. So smart on DTX for going special alert statement for the entire row of counties here along the 94 corridor between Washtenaw and Wayne.
Yeah.
Lightning is picking up with this storm too.
And Ryan, you're back towards Tecumseh and Breton area?
Come see. They're going to get obliterated.
Come see.
Yeah, I'm just south of Britain.
See, it's just nice to say Tecumseh.
Put my phone camera back on for you guys. If you want to take it.
Perfect.
Take you full.
Yep, I just got to wait. But man, that is
Oh,
beautiful.
wow. That's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, the moon's like right there, and then the storm is right here.
Yeah, the contrast is beautiful there.
The definition of pop-up storms right there.
ain't
It's
kidding.
pretty much sunny and stormy over your head at the exact same time.
Yep. And that's good to point out too. Something we don't see very often, but what we like to remind people is that we sometimes get what we call bolts. Wow. Wow.
Go ahead, Alex. I think you're good.
Okay. I keep talking, then all of a sudden there's going to be that huge strike on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And mesmerizing. But what we call sometimes the bolt out of the blue, which you can sometimes get lightning strikes even where there are no apparent clouds nearby. If there is a thunderstorm even remotely in the distance, sometimes those strikes can happen. And that's a good example of Ryan's video there. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to take him back full, I guess.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Take them full.
Love it.
A lot of cloud to cloud or anvil lightning out there tonight. And if you're seeing it in the distance, it's not heat lightning. It's just distant lightning.
Yeah.
Don't know how many times we have to say that, but there's no such thing as heat lightning.
No, there is not.
And especially on days like today, people like to think that that's a thing. But right now we are live tracking a severe thunderstorm and a lightning show.
Yep.
Josh makes a good point. All lightning is hot.
No.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. Dry thunderstorms are a legit thing. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can have it where it's raining but it's evaporating before it hits the surface, and that's usually what happens when you have like wildfires, and that happens a lot out in like the Southwest.
Yeah.
That Manchester cell, guys, that's a lot of lightning on it too, facing to the northwest.
Yeah, so you're trying to figure out what storm to point your camera at.
No, this one in front of me toward Dundee has the most picturesque lightning.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Love it. Crawlers. Like a spider web across the sky.
What a show.
I'm going to have to pull dash cam footage for these.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really interesting. The moon's like right there. It's usually with, oh my goodness.
Wow.
But yeah, usually we have a lot of cloud debris and stuff, but having the moon out gives a nice ambiance.
Yeah. Brian currently down near Tecumseh and Britain, down in
Lenawee
County.
Yep, I'm just south of the town of Britain. Come on, baby, one more. There we go.
Nice. Probably just stay out there all night if you wanted.
Probably.
Yeah.
Storms are going. It's actually pretty cool out here too. I mean, it's humid, but it's not oppressive like it was earlier.
That rain cooled air.
Oh yeah. It smells beautiful. If you know, fresh smell of rain, watching lightning, it's just a whole vibe. I want one more crawler here.
Oh, wow.
I would like to point out we did have a report. I just saw it pop up in chat. Damage, Monroe County, Michigan, south of Temperance. Multiple large trees and wires reported down, some of which fell on houses in Bedford. Not a reported tornado. I saw that was in chat. That storm is not true. That was probably a downburst or straight line winds with that. It is in the GTX survey area, though. Another report That was earlier. The Maybe area from multiple trees and wires reported down in Exeter Township. So that was earlier.
That Monroe County report is new, though, fresh, correct?
It was old, but I haven't read it off.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A lot of microburst type of damage out there today. Lots
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
That's to be expected. The downdraft cape was like 13 to 1400, which is quite a lot.
Yep.
And plus the dew points and the humidity today was quite large. Not large, but there was a large amount of it.
Yeah.
The warning for Monroe and Lenawee has been canceled. Just to let you guys know. Special weather statement still in effect, though. Mainly for Ingham and Washtenaw and Wayne counties. That one in Oakland has been allowed to expire at 10 o'clock.
You guys see
now
in the field? I don't know if you can see my camera.
what's in the field?
Fireflies. They're just
Oh, yeah.
thousands.
Oh, wow.
I can
Thousands.
see them.
So peaceful.
And the moon. We're getting quite a spectacle out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In fact, I'm gonna take a picture here real quick. I'm gonna pop out.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So yeah, warning has expired from Monroe and Lenawee, so you guys look to be in the clear at this time. Still a couple heavier showers and storms in the Oakville area on the north side of Monroe County. Winds with that probably still in excess of 40 miles per hour, probably closer to 50 as it heads towards the airport. I really wish we had the airport radar.
Yeah.
But Nick had to go to bed.
You can. We have the Omega login, Joel. If you want to log into Omega.
I don't have it installed on my computer.
Okay.
Plus, I'm a sucker for GR2, just using it all the time.
Fair enough.
But notice how we're now at 10 at night. Sun's gone down. These storms are pretty much losing their strength. You're not seeing too many brighter velocity colors out there. They're still just lingering a little bit with some excess cape left over that hasn't been used up in the atmosphere yet. That, again, we expect by 11 o'clock, all these storms will be below sub-severe. They already are below sub-severe, but probably below sub-strong. So that'd be 40 mile per hour winds or less for that. No other storms across the state. Everything's pretty much died off. We had a couple storms today in the Grand Rapids area, Allegan County area, up towards Alma, Ithaca, and Saginaw, where Saginaw got hit twice today with some strong winds, probably up towards 50, even maybe 60 there. Nothing was warned. There's just a couple special weather statements there in Saginaw. But they did have special weather statements, so hopefully you guys were able to seek shelter when those came through. Alex, are you frozen?
Sort of, yeah. I was looking at Omega.
Gotcha. Okay. We don't have radar everywhere in the world. I mean, there's in other countries, but GR2 only does the United States. Yes, you can see radar. It is populate on here, but it's just base reflectivity. GR2 is not like velocity for some reason. Found that out the hard way. Thunder and Canton, yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna pop out of here, head on home, grab some dash cam footage, and get something uploaded hopefully in the next couple hours.
Okay. Sounds good. So Ryan's on his way out. We still have the special weather statement we're watching here. Washtenaw and Wayne for 50 mile per hour winds. A couple pockets here. Whitaker area, mainly. Probably just south of Ypsilanti. Looking over towards the shoreline here. The border. Perhaps a couple isolated pockets there in the Taylor, south of Dearborn area. But again, 50 mile per hour winds at most. So you are in this area in Metro Detroit, south, points west, be on alert. Interior room will do you wonders, just to be, if you know you have any trees that could blow down near your excess walls, obviously you want to be away from those.
Yeah, Joel, I just sent you a screenshot from the terminal Doppler. It's like winds on that storm are about 45 miles an hour. And that's only a few hundred feet off the ground.
Okay. Perfect. I did drive back to see you, Deborah. That was earlier when there was no severe going on, so I'm here now. But I literally right at if you're here at the beginning of the stream, I was like, I just got here to CMU, just the right time, and I was just setting up my computer. It went warned. Ryan's in Lenawee County. Yeah, Livonia in the special weather statement. If you know you live anywhere in Washtenaw or Wayne County, you guys are in the special weather statement as of right now, and it is in effect until 11. And we don't expect these storms to stay past 11, especially severe. Strong, definitely still a case up until 11 o'clock. Just notice now here on the back side of the radar site, just north of downtown Clarkston, another more outflow here from both sides of the storm. So this is definitely a downburst ongoing here north of Clarkston, heading up towards Oxford and Ortonville, anywhere along that M24 corridor. Perhaps entering, if it can stay together, southern Lapeer County, southwest corner near Metamora.
Winds are about in the near 40 mile an hour range, so you'd say 40.
Zooming in here on the reds. Yeah, I'm getting about 45 to 50 knots.
45 to 50 knots.
That's about 50 miles per hour. There's no special weather statement on it, though. So could have another one pop in here. We have to post it on Facebook as it does come in.
We will, yeah. And the fact that it went right over the Weather Service office there at White Lake, they're going to be able to give us some live or real-time, rather, data from that storm if it went right across their area.
Yeah. What if my only interior room also houses my furnace and water heater? Probably not as safe. I mean, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I mean, you know your location's best. Interior room is still going to do wonders, even if there is a furnace there. So, and hot water heater kind of would be like a shield. In my opinion, because those things are pretty heavy duty. But again, no tornadoes expected tonight. Just some strong winds at this point. Everything is subsevere. We do have special weather statements still in effect for southeastern Ingham County for the storm that's up just in the Stockbridge area, as well as a big line of storms here just south of the 94 corridor right now, south of Ann Arbor, south of Chelsea, pretty much just north of Maybe at the current time. Switching over to VIL, so we haven't checked it in a while for hail, small hail. Definitely north of Stockbridge there. And then perhaps a little small hail core heading into Whitaker. But again, main hazard with this is going to be the damaging winds. Echo tops. You can definitely tell the echo tops are starting to come down a little bit. No more oranges, just kind of yellows and browns, which is below 40,000 feet. So they're still up there quite a ways. Got a ways to go before they make their way down. But 40,000 feet, still pretty tall at this current time at 10:17 in the evening.
Yeah. And we saw in Ryan's video too, just a little bit ago, how all those storms still were.
Yeah. Chelsea getting split. Yeah, kind of. If you loop it back and forth here, you can kind of see that. Still get a tiny little pop-up shower here in your grass lake, though. So much needed rain for you guys. It is 82 degrees in southeast Michigan at 10:17 in the evening. Actually hotter up there towards the Oakland-Troy airport. Of course, with the tarmac there, it's kind of skewed a little bit.
Yeah.
87, 84 at the National Weather Service Detroit area over there in Pontiac. That's also an airport, so take that with a grain of salt. It's like average temperature in the area, 82 to 80 degrees out there tonight. Mason 80, Howell 82. So dew
Still
point,
very, very warm.
dew
for
point
the
still in the
summer.
low 70s out there. It is muggy.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that we have dew points this high, it's only the middle of June. We normally don't get these type of dew points in here close to the July into August when the corn is more mature with the evapotranspiration from that. But definitely the early season heat wave, day one of 5 or 6 here.
Mm-hmm. Hair you can wear.
Exactly.
That ain't the truth. Again, no tornado reports tonight. We would tell you if there were.
Yeah.
And another update, obviously from yesterday, you had the tornado warning over in Allegan County. That ended up being straight line winds. So as of today, tornado count still stands at 9 in Michigan for 2024. So no tornadoes yesterday, no tornadoes today, but a lot of microburst and straight line wind damage. We'll be hot for another 5-6 days here in the 60s. Yeah. Tangy, there's no tornado report. Please stop making people freak out. 76-mile-per-hour winds, yeah, yesterday in Kalamazoo. That is true. Rest of June it'll still be hot. I mean, it's summertime now. Summer solstice is here in 4 days. It's already meteorological summer, but the real summer when the sun it's solstice. It's the longest day of the year, so be ready for probably 15 hours of sunlight on that day or whatever it is.
Yeah, something close to that.
Mm-hmm. Again, all these storms are moving off to the northeast about 30 miles per hour right now. They're pretty much solidly in Washtenaw and Wayne County at this time. Again, if you live anywhere in Washtenaw and Wayne County, if you know your city is located in that county, you guys are in the special alert statement for winds up to 50 miles per hour. That's all Taylor. Taylor is in Wayne County.
Yep.
But we'll be watching out for this. We'll probably hop off here at 11 o'clock. The severe threat obviously is done for right now, but a couple strong storms we still want to track here in southeast Michigan. Just as a heads up for you guys. Again, we got you covered from beginning to end. That's our motto here at Michigan Storm Chasers, even when the storms aren't severe.
But since we're already here, we might as well keep tracking them just in case.
Yep. Rule of thumb is if you go offline, another warning will pop up. We saw it this morning.
Yeah.
Looks like the storm in Oxford kind of just gusted out. Microburst was there for one scan and it went poof.
Yeah.
Still heavy rain setting up into Oxford nonetheless. Probably a couple bolts of lightning as well. Pop-ups will be expected all week. Same kind of nature of the storms. If anything, it's going to be microbursts, damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Hail risk will be very low. Tornado risk will be non-existent. But again, with any severe thunderstorm, of course, we want to always emphasize that all hazards can happen, even though, the risk is like 0.01%. Because in Michigan, we like to play our own game called microscale environments.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Special Marine warning, by the way, was canceled for the Detroit River up towards Lake St. Clair. So Again, these storms are on their way out. Still 2 special weather statements in effect here until 10:45 for our Ingham County one. Outflow boundary starting to kick off of that one now too. There, Alex.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It looks like so you loop that for the most part. Jackson County looks like is out of that threat. Thunderstorm is basically into southeastern Ingham County. For the most part, at least, I would say, and with that outflow boundary kicking out, you might actually start seeing some stronger winds. Like yesterday, there were some stronger winds out ahead of the line, even before you got rain. So you might have that as the case into more central Ingham County. Even though you're not in the special weather statement, you might still get some gusty winds out ahead of that storm in Ingham County with that outflow boundary there.
Yeah. Yeah, not tornadic.
I was gonna say that storm looks like it's almost about to cross into Livingston County from Ingham County there.
Still a little bit of a bright hue there on your velocity radar, and we'll pause just north of Gregory, just to the northeast of Stockbridge. So it's going to head up towards 96 in Grand River Avenue between Fowlerville and Howell. And we are live here on Facebook and YouTube this evening. Both platforms. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, it is free. I will say behind the scenes, the live subscriber count for Michigan Storm Chasers YouTube is 10,942. So we are very close to 11,000 tonight after being at 10,000 yesterday.
Amazing. Thank you all for
Yes. And again, we are planning on doing those giveaways, Midland Weather radios, decals, t-shirts, for hitting 10,000 on YouTube. So again, if you are a subscriber on YouTube, it's again free. Now's your chance to do that, and you can be in the drawing for one of those prizes. And we appreciate you guys so much for your continued support, whether that's free or paid here at Michigan Storm Chasers. Again, it's all to give back to you guys. So any way you can support us helps these streams be better, and it actually helps expenses that we have for these streams. So again, thank you very much for your support here from the bottom of our hearts here at Michigan Storm Chasers. Yeah, Midland Weather Radio, WR120s for those weather radios we were talking about. That's one way to get warnings.
Yep.
Chris Penny with a 199 super chat there.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, you can just buy the weather radio if you don't want to rely on the giveaway. Again, it is like $35 or something on Amazon or the Midland Weather Radio website.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you, Chris Penny.
Deborah, yes, I was chasing the tornado on May 7th from Dowagiac through Portage in Kalamazoo County.
Yeah, Lowe's, Ace, I think Walmart sells them in some locations too. I'm not sure. Is there a website to look that up where they sell them, or we just have to look at Midland Weather Radio website?
The Midland Weather Radio website, I know. I mean, just a simple Google search will give you that shopping tab where they're sold at.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're sold out on one site, just go either directly to the website or to Amazon. Again, they're very popular, so it's not just us telling you to get them. A lot of places around the United States also sponsor Midland Weather radios. Now, these storms are in the Detroit area as we speak in the form of later lighter showers, not later, lighter showers. Moderate rain coming up the 75 corridor there. Stronger hues here in the reds. This is your rain radar, of course. Where you see the reds is your heavier downpour. So right now it's going to be just south of Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti, as well as Romulus. Will Midland Weather Radio work overseas? I don't believe so.
Don't think so, no. Because it just works off of the towers here in the United States.
Yeah. And on top of that, the United States has the best warning system anyways. A lot of the other countries around the world, they have warnings. We're just not sure on how well the systems are. Like even in Canada, they have those huge polygons and stuff like that. And so, every country is different. We're not sure how exactly they work in other countries, but at least we know they work in the United States. And we assume everyone here is pretty much watching from Michigan.
Yep. But if you are watching, if you do happen to get our stream here from, if you are in Ontario and Canada, you do have Environment Canada. That does issue their watches, warnings, advisories. Like Joel said, they're quite big, so I'm not sure how they're disseminated in terms of broadcasting. But here in the United States, at least, no weather radio's definitely the best.
Mm-hmm. Storms are northeast for those who are just tuning in. 30 miles per hour.
Yep.
In effect, so this one up here is outrunning its box, but Livingston, watch out for a little of an outflow boundary, perhaps some downburst winds heading into the Howell down towards the Fowlerville area and Weberville.
Yep.
There's no box for you guys, but just keep an eye on it. This box is supposed to expire at 10:45, but it's pretty much out of its box, like I just said. This box here in the entirety of Washtenaw and Wayne County. So if you know your city is located in Washtenaw or Wayne County, you're in this special weather statement here. This is in effect until 11 p.m.
Yep.
A lot of cities involved in this one. A lot of highways.
Yep.
Again, we would read them all out, but as long as you know you live in Wayne and Washtenaw, then you are in that special weather statement.
Yeah, a lot of major highways, as Joel was mentioning, out for the northern storm heading towards Howell, on 96 there. A lot of those storms in both Washtenaw, Wayne County, moving over I-94, so a lot of traffic on those major highways there. Being at nighttime with a lot of ponding of water on the roadways, these storms are producing pretty heavy rain. So just be aware of that as you may have to either travel tonight or tomorrow morning as well.
Mm-hmm. Saw a comment here about what was it? Can you explain what causes these nighttime storms after a very hot and humid day? So these storms fired up because of the instability we had during the daytime. And it's pretty much eating at the remainder of the cape that exists after dark. But again, as the sun goes down, that either gets used up or it just vanishes completely due to our surface temperatures cooling off as the sun goes down. These storms are not associated with any systems, but if we did have a summertime system like an MCV, MCS, just a huge low pressure system moving through, that would be kind of the driving factor that you don't need as much instability per se, but instability is a huge driving factor, especially in our thunderstorm development. Again, we have the SLIM model, so it's shear lift, instability, moisture. And today we have a lot of instability, a lot of moisture out there, but shear and lift. I mean, obviously you have lift because thunderstorms are happening.
Lift,
yeah, shear.
Large scale lift.
Yeah. Shear is not really existent today, other than it's helping the storms move in a certain direction. Sometimes on certain days during the summer when we have these pulse thunderstorms, you might have no upper level winds at all. And so these storms will move at like 5 miles per hour in any direction that they want. And it's really interesting to watch. And then you'll start to see some flood advisories pop up. But because today we had a little bit of southwesterly flow across the area. These storms are moving up to the northeast. This line's starting to pick up some more reds here, looks like, but wind-wise, perhaps
a little bit there.
South of Ypsilanti, Belleville. So Ypsilanti, Belleville, Sheldon looks like perhaps some 40 to 45 mile per hour winds there, which is validating the special weather statement we have been talking about for the past half hour to 45 minutes now. The daily afternoon storms in Florida do not cool anything off. Well, they do cool it off briefly. With the sun coming out right behind it, it does not make much of a difference. If we had decent shear, then we'd probably be looking at marginal risk, slight risk today. But again, it's just your average daytime or summertime thunderstorms, pulse storms, we like to call them.
Yep. If we had more shear, kind of like yesterday, we had that MCV that kicked off the line of thunderstorms. So that not only aided more, as we talked about, more lift, more large-scale lift, but it increased localized shear. So they were more organized in a more linear fashion, a more line, which gave you more widespread wind damage. Whereas while we're getting isolated pockets of wind damage tonight in the form of microbursts or straight-line winds, it's not as organized today as it was, for example, last night.
Yeah. Thank you, Janelle, for that comment. We do say the National Weather Service does a pretty good job, though, too.
Yeah, they do.
They are the ones that issue the boxes on the screen. Again, we're kind of like the messengers.
Yeah.
But they have the degrees. Still want to trust them.
Yep.
Any human aspect, if you were in the meteorology field, you do want to have a general respect for them. So
yes,
they know what they're talking
1,000%.
about. I will be part of that crew here soon, hopefully. Knock on wood, of course, here at the end of the year, getting my meteorology degree. So fingers crossed for that. Got one more semester left here at Central Michigan. So
we love it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to 11,000 tonight, y'all. And there's 490 of you guys watching it here right now. If you're not subscribed, feel free to do that. We're 49 away. No worries if not. We'll get it another day. But again, giveaways coming soon for those who are following us on YouTube.
Yep.
So you won't want to miss that.
Yep, definitely. Gonna get your doctorate, Joel?
My doctorate? No, I've already been in college too long. Math was
yeah.
killer.
I mean, getting a doctorate in meteorology is I mean, it's respect for everybody that gets their bachelor. You know, I was at Central Michigan for 2 years myself. Did the meteorology courses, did the calculus courses. It just killed me, so I switched out. Got my degree in broadcasting as well, and communications. So the stress alone of just getting your undergrad is, I can attest, Joel can attest, is extremely hard. And just to get your bachelor's degree is an utmost accomplishment, but even your master's or your doctorate is, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So hats off to those that have them. And that is a lot of the times you're a meteorologist at the National Weather Service, I might add. So
yeah. Is the storm weakening fast or slow? It's gradually starting to weaken. Pulling into the 94 corridor here in Romulus, Belleville, up towards Ann Arbor as well, just as a safety precaution.
yeah,
Even Taylor, pretty much anywhere outside downtown Metro Detroit here. Northern Wayne.
but looks like that special weather statement is verifying with the winds, at least in that 40, 45 mile per hour range.
Yes. Yeah, props to your son who's doing calculus. Calculus is not easy. When numbers become letters, as I like to say, it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah. It's a whole new ball game when the numbers turn to letters and you have to derive those numbers and letters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really despise derivations. They were okay, but yeah. Oh, and you start derivating thermodynamics, and that's a ball game and a half.
Yeah. Now we're getting to PTSD. We don't want to talk about.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I still have a half semester
Yeah,
left.
you do. Yeah. Joel's going to get through the finish line. We know it.
Thank you for subscribing, Jordan, and thank you for all the congratulations, everyone else up there in chat. Again, for those who don't know, I know the wording is a little confusing for the subscribing thing, but subscribing on YouTube is free. The word itself kind of makes you think like you're paying, but again, subscribing on YouTube is completely free. It's just like the follow button on Facebook. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go ahead and follow us on Facebook. We also are on X, TikTok, and Instagram as well. So 5 ways you can follow us. All free.
Yep.
These storms are about to jump out of the camp. Well, they're still pretty far away, actually. It just looks different because when you switch it to velocity, it looks like there's actually storms here in Warden and Livonia, but there aren't. It's just our ground clutter starting to pick up.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And that northern storm that's in Livingston County, now that outflow boundary is almost.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. Almost just past Williamston.
And up towards Perry there. Clipping East Lansing, Michigan State University a little bit, as well as Holt. If it gets gusty over there in Lansing neck of the woods, that is your outflow boundary from this storm all the way over here in the Howell area. So cool science there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Theo, for congratulating us on 10,000. Again, we're heading for 11,000 tonight. We're 36 away.
Yep. We're just about there.
Yeah.
Like, you still have Livingston County. Looks like that brighter velocity there heading towards Howell there. Probably some 40-mile-an-hour winds. Although Livingston County is not under a special weather statement, there is a thunderstorm heading towards through Livingston County towards Howell. Along with that, looks like thunderstorm that's still maintaining itself, the one that went through the weather service office in White Lake there.
Yeah.
Looks like up towards Oxford now.
Yep. I will say there's 3 different MEDAR stations down here along 94 between Ann Arbor and Taylor that are all picking up on 25 mile per hour wind gusts from probably that outflow boundary. You can kind of see that was kicked off earlier here. Those were reported as of 10:25. So yeah, that would have been the outflow boundary that's now crossing into. You can barely see it, but it's there. Just crossing over Whitmore Lake right there in Salem.
Oh, yep.
So at the very least, it's gusty at the surface. You're going to get a nice breeze, somewhat of a quick relief from the still muggy conditions that are out there tonight.
Yeah.
But it looks like our special alert statement is pretty much done. It is done, I will say, for Ingham and Jackson. So you guys are in the clear for the night there in Ingham and Jackson. Again, if you guys are on your way out tonight, feel free to drop a like as always. We do appreciate you guys' support no matter what. Are we staying on to 11K subs? Maybe.
Maybe.
We're not
Hey.
we're not too picky. Like we're aiming for 11 o'clock to end the stream because that's when the special alert statements will expire.
30 subscribers away.
Yep.
Hey,
Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just getting situated here.
welcome back.
Hey,
That
man,
was
Blaze
a-
can take a break. Woohoo!
That was an interesting local chase. Probably some of the most intense winds I've seen locally here for a good long time.
Yeah, you got some good shots.
Yeah.
I got some lighting I'm going to try and upload here to the page. I'm just working on getting situated here. These storms still look severe to you, or not severe but strong? Or
They're still
Strong.
strong.
okay,
There's a pocket of 40 to 45 in the Ypsilanti down to Taylor area along the 94 corridor right now.
okay. Because I have not looked. I'm just looking at Omega, the reflectivity here.
Just keeping on it. It's supposed to expire here at 11. So again, another 17 minutes.
Okay.
What
Let's
if
go
you
and
do a
look.
3-second dance party if we hit 11K? I mean,
3
sure. I'm not afraid to dance.
Joel will.
I'll dance with you, Joel.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks like there's a pocket there. I think you noticed that, Joel. It's like a little microburst there going on. Omega's picking up 53 there in Ypsi Charter Township. Over Tuttle Hill Road and Textile Road. I'm off the TDW radar.
Yeah, if you want to take Omega, I've been kind of dying to see the radar from the airport for the past hour.
And again, guys, I know this looks green and red rotation. No. Okay.
No.
So red colors are going away. So this area is going this way. The radar is right here. Green is going toward. This is not rotation. This is why reading radar and knowing how to read radar is important. We got a lot of questions a lot. I see green next to red. This is a great example here. It's green next to red, yes, but it's going the opposite directions here. Now, if this was reversed, if green was on top and red was on bottom, at that point, we'd be concerned. But no, this is just a microburst here.
Have anything over in Taylor as well there, Ryan? I'm picking up from DTX.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to. Okay, 1 second. You said near Taylor. Yeah, there is a pocket. Looks like there was a pocket. Still is sort of a pocket there. Looks like that's my old area of Amazon package delivering. This is going to be a Wick Road, cross of Inkster Road. This is the exact neighborhood that I had assigned to me. This block all the way down here. This is my block I used to deliver for Amazon. That's crazy.
Nimrod, should I be this close to the mic?
What was that?
Me. Nimrod says you guys are a little quiet, so I can just be really close to the mic.
There. That better?
I do like to lean back in my chair a little bit.
There we go. At least you are not as much squeaking.
Yeah, I'm not home right now, so I'm not in that chair. Sorry if I blew out anyone's eardrums. I apologize.
Looks like there is still that pocket of gustier winds here, potentially close to severe. Tuttle Hill Road here, still at Textile. Okay, that's now new scan here is okay over Rawsonville. Doesn't look too impressive in the latest scan there. So just a localized pocket there, downburst that just happened. Those have been happening all evening with a lot of downdraft cape available in the atmosphere. Not surprised. I'm going to try and get some lightning uploaded if you don't mind, Joel.
Okay. I'm just going to keep your radar up because mine is, it's meh. Beam height, it's 1,800 feet. So,
right, I got you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just take a loop out here and just leave it at this point. Perfect.
No tornado confirmed in Monroe. We do have 2 barns destroyed. Ryan reported.
Yeah, that wasn't tornadic, guys. That was straight line winds.
Yeah, and that was Lenawee, or eastern Lenawee County, near the Blissfield area, I believe.
Yeah, just north of Palmyra.
Yeah.
I'm just now getting situated with the page here, so I see there's quite a few posts out.
Yes.
Awesome. SWS's. Alex is back with us. Awesome.
Yeah, I never left. I just had to get up for a second.
Did you guys see that video I posted of the winds?
Yeah.
So the funny story, or not really funny, but a little bit of a sad story, I guess. But I was parked at like a stop sign. It was a dead end dirt road that I was parked at. And when I took off after intercepting those winds, I looked in my rearview mirror. There was a dog at the back of my car, and the nearest house was probably 300 to 400 yards away. Like I wasn't close to anything. I'm assuming it came from that house, but it was just weird to see a full-grown dog there, just like, what are you doing, boy, out in the wind and rain?
Mm.
But as soon as we drove away, he ran back. So
Well, hopefully that dog is okay.
Yeah, hopefully the dog's okay.
right. I'm going to roll this here. Give me a second. Should have some lightning shots up on the page momentarily if these look good. I haven't took a look at them yet, but I did save them.
Yeah, no tornadoes. We got you guys covered. If any tornado reports did come in, we would let you know. But again, it's all microburst straight line wind damage tonight. We have a new member,
Welcome, David.
David Mariansky, I believe is how you pronounce it. Welcome to the team here, MSC. Hope you stick around. Appreciate your continued support here. Yes, if you do become a member, you do get a shout out, as Splat Squid says.
Yeah.
Any super chats as well. David, you are officially part of the MSC team. We're on here until these storms are done, or at least the special large statement expires, which is again here in about 10 minutes from now. Still have a couple hues there, Ryan, on radar, right along 94 and US 23. So 94 US 23 interchange. There's one little pocket there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, most of it's advancing just north of the radar site there in the Romulus area, heading up towards Canton.
And thank you, Kevin, for 5 Michigan Storm Chaser memberships.
Yes. Thank you, Kevin, as always. You're awesome. One of our longer members here on the channel. Thank you, Kevin, for the 5 gifted memberships and your support to the channel. And shout out to those who just randomly got gifted a Michigan Storm Chasers membership. Again, those memberships are 30 days in length. If you want to extend them at the end of the 30 days, you can go ahead and do that for yourself. So 30 days is a good precursor if you want to extend that.
Yep.
So again, thank you very much, Kevin. We are 15 subscribers short of 11,000 right now. Again, subscribing on YouTube is free.
Yes.
Well, sun going down has really killed these off. That is needless to say there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's expected. I mean, it kind of expected this, unlike last night with the MCV moving through. These are more pulsed thunderstorms, so the fact that we just had so much instability, they're still hanging around even at this hour. But
I think the little shower that could here in southeastern Lapeer County right now, Imlay City and Elmont.
Yeah.
Perhaps some 30-mile-per-hour winds mixing in with that, but not anything too crazy. 94.23 southern tip of Ann Arbor. Barely raining and refreshing. It's a little break. That is very nice to hear. Have a nice little cell, though, Right back here. Last hurrah. A little bit of pea-sized
Yep.
hail probably mixing in with that. Yeah, this is halfway through the counties. These are moving so slow.
Yeah, still chugging along about 30 miles an hour or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A suggestion from one of our members, t-shirt ideas, supporter on the hoodie and tees. If you want to forward that to Nick there.
Yeah.
Forwarding it to Nick. For those who don't know, our merch store is helicity.co. HELICITY.co. Livonia, looks like the shower is going to be about on your doorstep here in 5 minutes. Again, 40-mile-per-hour winds probably there. We are 3 subs away now, according to our bottom bar. And then I can do my little dance, I guess. I'll do it.
Oh, we believe you, Joel.
Mm-hmm. Might have to turn off my green screen, though.
Well, Macomb see these storms as they continue to move northeast. As long as they don't weaken, yeah, you'll see some of these thunderstorms in Macomb County. Nothing severe. They may still hold their strength, so some gusty winds, heavy rain. Nothing too crazy though at this point. That special weather statement is going to be allowed to expire here in about 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Josh Mason, new member here. Thanks for joining Team MSC here.
Oh, it just happened. We have
It
just
just happens.
11,000 subscribers on YouTube, y'all. Thank you.
All
very
right, Joel. It's the moment we've been waiting for.
Oh, fine.
Put some
Oh.
music on in the background for you.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the background.
Yeah. Fine. I guess I'll stand.
Get
There
your
we
screen
go.
recorders out.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Get your screen recorders out.
No.
Y'all chose a good time to watch this live stream here. MSC After Dark starts early.
What should I do? Oh, I know. I'm thinking. No, I'm not going to gritty. That would be a terrible idea. I said I only have to do it for 3 seconds, so 50-mile-per-hour winds in Westland right now. Sounds crazy outside. LOL. That just got popped in there. Joel After Dark. I'm not twerking. No. Y'all are crazy for that. If I do the worm, you're not going to see it. It's going to be on the floor. I don't know what the Charleston is. I'm too young.
Should you bring them full, Ryan?
No, don't bring me full.
Well, Joel's deciding what to dance to or what the dance is going to be. We do have a pocket of a little bit heavier winds between Livonia and Garden City. Looks to be about 40 to 50 miles per hour. So non-severe, but still gusty in that area, heading up in toward the 96 area into south and eastern Livonia. So the Elm neighborhood, Beach, Redford neighborhoods as well, just west of Dearborn Heights, north of Garden City. Do the chicken dance, Joel.
No, that's no. Someone said, didn't Alex agree to do the dance too? Alex, you're in on this.
Oh,
What?
Here we go.
Someone said that you agreed to dance too.
I didn't think anybody would remember that.
Oh well, guess what?
You thought wrong.
Well, I'm on my phone, so you won't be able to see full body, Alex. But
It's fine. All right, count us down, Ryan.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
there we go, 11,000. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
11K.
Let's go.
There you go. There's your dance. You were here for it. 11,000.
Right.
Thank you guys. You all made this possible. We went from 9,500 to 11,011 subscribers in a matter of about 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all because of you guys. Appreciate your support.
We appreciate it so much.
Every like, every share, every comment you guys give us helps us out a lot. We appreciate it. All the members, subscribers of Patreon, YouTube, everybody, super stickers. It all helps.
This is the energy I wish I had at last night at 3 a.m. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Well, like Joel said, Ryan and Joel have been up what? In the last 30 hours, been up probably 20 of those 30 hours.
I got 4 hours of sleep last night. That's it.
Yeah.
And I woke up this morning and I looked at my phone. I see severe thunderstorm warning for Gogebic. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I woke up to the intro music playing on my computer.
Yeah, because we made the stream and we were both sitting in here from last night. So Joel had his computer already ready to go in case something goes severe. So he heard the countdown music that was going
in my
on.
sleep.
Yep.
Like, oh man, this better not be a nightmare.
All right, looks like they dropped the special weather statement here, so that's allowed to expire.
Yep. How's the UP looking right now?
Oh no, they're okay.
Flood warning.
Flood warning. Yeah, don't look too severe up there though, so that's great news. There is a slight risk up there. Doesn't look like it's going to pan out though yet again for the UP. This morning though, we had severe. So
Yep.
It's kind of weird though. Thinking back to the past couple of days, they've had like these risks in place, but the UP does its own thing, like outside these general risk area timelines. So it's crazy.
Yep.
No rotation for it, not at all.
Maybe twerk at 100K, maybe.
You heard it here first. They're gonna remember that, Joel. They're gonna remember that.
Just saying, if you just saw me at the bar, what I just did is just a precursor to what I could be. I'm a fun person, okay? That was just me being stiff.
Joel is the meteorologist, DJ, break dancer.
Yep.
Kelly says,
y'all look at Ann Arbor. I swear the clouds are rotating.
Just did that. Not seeing anything on the radar.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
that's definitely like a downburst though.
Yeah. Consistent what we've had all evening.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to call it myself because I got to get up for my day job tomorrow morning. So, with no more special weather statements, you guys have a good night.
Yeah. See ya, Alex.
Thanks,
Night,
Alex.
everyone.
Hey, Sarah.
No NATOs.
Yeah, just some damaging winds tonight, although I think the overall risk for that is on its way out. Just that one pocket up there by Livonia. That's about it. And that's still there too, Joel. Just north of Garden City and Livonia area. This is also a 6-minute-old radar scan. So as of 6 minutes ago, 46 miles an hour here between Ann Arbor Trail and looks to be Merriman Road. Again, that's old, so moving toward Redford.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annie. Says raining hard in Ann Arbor. Thanks for the coverage, guys. No problem, Annie.
Yeah, thank you, Andy.
Taking a peek at Ann Arbor, it sure is raining hard on the south side of the city there. Although not seeing anything wind-wise there, so it's just gonna be some heavy rain, probably some lightning as well.
What do you mean pocket by Livonia? That's where I am. Crying emoji.
Nope. So just be more so concerned for potential damaging winds. Although the latest scan just came in, there's not much to be concerned about there in Livonia. Last scan over on the right side of your screen here, these red colors here showing up do indicate that that is some heavier winds showing up, but still not severe, 40 or so, 40 to 50. Last scan moves it north and pretty much broadens it out. So 20 to 30 miles an hour now. So it's quite weak. But I did notice over here, we're getting some downburst signatures now in Washtenaw County. So winds perhaps picking up here. Yeah, in fact, there you can see them spread apart there with the greens going down and the reds going up. That's a classic downburst going on there. So likely gusty winds there, anywhere from M14 down to I-94 from Ypsi to Frayne Lake, Superior Township area. You can see that. It's just like went from nothing. Check that out, Joel.
Mm-hmm.
Went from bam to, it's like, yeah, it's gusty for sure. 30 to 40 probably on the edge of those. SWS now in effect for this cell. Washtenaw, Wayne, and southern Oakland and Macomb, Oakland, Macomb counties. Almost said Livingston, but
we stay on a little longer.
Indeed. Winds to 50 and pea-size hail, which is honestly expectation here. Looking at the latest downburst there, what's not shocked at all to see that SWS out. I'll get that posted. I don't know if Alex is listening to this in the background, but I know he's been posting those. I'll get that posted, Alex, if you hear me.
And while you guys are discussing that, Robert McClelland, welcome to the team here at MSC. Thank you for your support. And we hope you stick around a while. I'll be here for you. Joey says day 1 of 5 completed so far for the heat. Yeah, that is true.
We'd also have potential for these types of thunderstorms again tomorrow across the state with another hot, humid atmosphere here. These storms, correct me if I'm wrong, Joel, but I believe these are all associated with the lake breeze off of Lake Erie today.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of afternoon. I kind of saw that move inland, so I'm assuming it popped up on the lake breeze. And then also like outflow as well from each storm interaction.
At least on the southeast side. We had a couple of special alert statements in West Michigan and up towards the Saginaw area today that I think they were just pulse storms. They just popped up and they put out their own outflow boundaries.
Right.
So.
Looking at the latest model, Southeast Michigan does fire multiple storms from roughly Flint down to Monroe County again, all through Macomb, Oakland, Wayne. So let's keep an eye on that. Again, similar storms to today being possible, that being like microburst, potential for some severe winds there. There's no risk in place for SPC. Overall atmosphere doesn't really support severe weather per se, but with all the moisture in the atmosphere, we could definitely get some wet loaded microbursts like today. So we'll be here tracking these tomorrow as well. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but just know if you're in Southeast Michigan especially, but anywhere really in the state, some pop-ups that could be strong or perhaps severe are likely or possible tomorrow. That radar beam cutting right through the storm is going to drive me nuts.
Mm-hmm. It's like the water tower in Grand Rapids to the northwest. That's always fun.
Yeah, even the DTX radar is picking up the downburst here. So red's going away from the radar, green's going toward the radar. So if you're anywhere, like I said, from M14 up by Frayne Lake, Superior Township, where 23 and 14 are interchanged there, all the way down to I-94 and Ypsi, you may be getting some gusty, strong winds right now. Not seeing anything severe at this point, but still, when I was chasing these storms earlier in Lenawee, the winds on radar didn't look to be severe, but boy, they were gusting pretty hard. So treat this, be inside, be safe with these storms, especially if you live in Ypsi, all the way up toward M14 here. Getting a pocket on the 1107 scan, Joel, of what looks to be 50 mile an hour there in a localized area near Dixboro, Ford Road, Plymouth Road, south of M14 there, or the subdivision. Looks to be here, Stewart Court and Andorra Drive, that general vicinity and locality. These winds look to be quite strong there. So keep an eye on that. But again, these greens going toward the radar and the reds going away from the radar indicate that this is likely, pretty much confirms this is a downburst that's going on here. Any word if there is a tornado in Temperance? Today is a microburst type of day. So technically, no, there's been no reports. And what we've seen on radar is consistent with microbursts. So at this point in time, no. I would think that any chance for a tornado to be confirmed is quite low from these storms today. I've seen a few comments asking about Temperance, like it got hit pretty hard. I know Bedford, severe now. All right, severe warning for Canton, Wayne County, northeastern Washtenaw, northwestern Wayne County, southern Oakland County. Severe warning in effect, 60 mile per hour winds, nickel-size hail. So honestly, that's pretty. I would honestly agree with the warning, given that we're having this downburst here over Frayne Lake area, M14, and also down toward Ypsi as well. So anywhere from Ypsi to Frayne Lake, go ahead and circle this area of the Cherry Hill neighborhood, moving up into Canton, Plymouth as well, moving to the northeast as this downburst occurs. So here we go again.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, there we go.
So this is why we don't end live.
Especially when there's storms, like we have a lot, and I mean a lot of downdraft. Cape. I don't know if you saw, Joel. We have like 15 or 1600 confirmed on the 00Z sounding Detroit. So we have a crap ton of instability for these downdrafts to crank out some severe winds. So get that posted here momentarily for you guys. There's the graphic. It goes until midnight, so it's in effect for 50 minutes. We'll see if they cancel early. It's very well possible they may if this weekends, but for right now, quite a strong storm ongoing here in northeastern Washtenaw County. And here I had hopes, Joel, of getting some food.
Yeah, my turkey meat's still thawing downstairs, so this honestly helps me a little bit.
Awesome. Yep. So if you live in Canton, we're going to say Livonia as well on the edge of that warning, all the way up to Novi, Northville, Plymouth, Stark neighborhoods, Redford, all the way up to Farmington Hills and Farmington proper. You guys are within this severe thunderstorm warning, as well as Ypsilanti, Cherry Hill area. Westland also getting close. The west side of Westland is in that warning as well. We're seeing on radar via the airport radar, which means it's really close to the ground, about a couple hundred feet off the ground. We're getting these really heavy winds on both sides of this downburst here. So the greens are going toward the radar, which is angling this way. So if you're in Ypsilanti, the winds are likely blowing out of the north. But if you're up here in Frayne Lake, Superior Township, the winds are blowing away from the radar. So it's likely blowing to the north there. So classic downburst signature. It's likely severe. We're getting radar's indicating here 53.69, which is just below severe limits. But regardless, it does have potential here to produce severe wind gusts. Do we have any ASOS at the Willow Run Airport by chance? That's right here.
I have a gust of 35 at Willow Run as of 0253. So that was 20 minutes ago.
Okay, so that's the airport's a little bit displaced right over here. So it's not particularly in a good position, but should be getting the outflow winds still from that storm. So keep an eye on that, Joel. I don't know actually how you access that. I don't have the website for that.
It's just the MEDAR stations if you
Okay.
enable them on Omega. Did you want me to read off the full warning text of the polygon? I don't know if you want.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm gonna go grab some food for like 2 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll leave this operator.
All right. Again, for those who are just tuning in, feel free to hit the like button, boost it to people that are living in this area that you may not know. We do appreciate that very much. As always, current warning details on the severe thunderstorm warning. National Weather Service in Detroit has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Wayne County, southwestern Oakland, and northeastern Washtenaw until midnight. As mentioned by Ryan, at 11:09, a severe thunderstorm was located over Dixboro or near Ypsilanti, moving northeast at a very slow clip. 25 miles per hour is the speed. Again, northeast at 25, so you have time if you're downstream of this warning. Hazards, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and penny-sized hail. So penny-sized hail is going to be 0.75 inches in diameter. So you could see some decent-sized hail out there. Again, it probably won't make any dents in your car, but it should populate the lawn, make it a little bit whiter out there. It's radar indicated. Expect damage to roof siding and trees if trees were to fall. Severe thunderstorm will be near Canton and Salem in the next minute or two. Novi and Northville at around 11:20. Livonia around 11:30. Other locations impacted by the severe thunderstorm include Redford, Plymouth, New Hudson, Farmington, Walled Lake, Wixom, Farmington Hills, Wolverine Lake, and Westland. This includes a lot of highways. So I-275 between mile markers 24 and 29, I-94 between mile markers 183 and 185, I-96 between mile markers 154 and 178, I-696 between mile markers 1 and 3, M14 between mile markers 10 and 21, and finally US 23 between mile markers 38 and 43. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Again, radar indicated 0.75 inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds here for the Metro Detroit area, specifically northeastern Washtenaw, northwestern Wayne, and southern Oakland counties. Yes, sirens probably going off in Livonia, Wayne County. That was kind of figured out from last time. Sirens do go off for severe thunderstorm warnings. They did not sound for the Livonia tornado because they were not under a severe thunderstorm warning. We figured that out. So severe thunderstorm warning for Livonia, no tornadoes. Again, no tornadoes. This is damaging winds. I'll pull up my radar here. Orion is absent. This is what the box looks like. So if you live anywhere in this orange polygon, kind of looks like a upside down triangle here. Anywhere in this orange box, so Farmington Hills, for example, Wixom, Novi, Northville, Livonia, anywhere in this orange box. So you know you live here. Again, this is why we say memorize where you are on a map, especially a county map, which we have displayed here. You guys are in that warning. Switching over to velocities here where the winds are the strongest. Dixboro, that's you guys right here. So that's M14 and the M150, or sorry, that's US Fort. No, M14 and M153. Yeah, right there, heading up towards Salem. So we got you guys covered here. This is a isolated area of damaging winds. This is kind of like our last sort of thunderstorm for the day, the last call, I guess you could say, on the pulse thunderstorms we saw today. Again, not unlikely that storms go severe on pulse thunderstorm days when you have these very, very strong updrafts that reach up to 45,000 feet. What goes up must come down. And what comes down is that wind and rain just shooting out in all directions from the storm. And that's what you're seeing tonight here on radar, just to the north of Ann Arbor right now. Sorry, more to the north of Ypsilanti. It's pretty much very close to Ann Arbor, but not hitting Ann Arbor. You guys are in that box in Ann Arbor, but at this point, it's pretty much passing off to your northeast. Yes, this is, for those who are just joining in, welcome. Again, feel free to hit that like button. We are covering the severe thunderstorm warning for southeast Michigan. This is the only storm left for the day here. It is feeding off of that leftover instability from the daytime heating today. Especially in the urban areas where it gets a little bit hotter. That's where you guys have your excessive heat warnings. So probably a little bit more instability down here on the southeast side of the state as compared to other rural areas. So it's kind of feeding off of that. Plus you have a little bit of lake influence, not so much right now as the lake breeze has kind of gone away given our daytime heating is pretty much gone at this point. But yeah, we just have this one storm here. If you're over towards Detroit, you guys aren't in this warning. You have a couple showers rolling through right now as I loop the radar here. So downtown Detroit, you guys should be good, especially within downtown Detroit and 10-mile radius there. But again, if you're off in northwestern Wayne County, especially, you're in the severe thunderstorm warning. Ryan, you're back.
Yes, I had not ate yet, but I do want to say we are getting a pocket of really heavy winds here just north of Frayne Lake. These are likely going to be extremely strong winds, upwards of 60, perhaps 65 miles per hour showing up here, centered over Curtis Road, between Plymouth Road and whatever this road is, Joy Road. So Joy Road and Plymouth on Curtis. So we're going to keep an eye on the power outages for there. Also, I don't know if you addressed this, Joel, but getting a lot of comments on page I see about sirens going off in Westland, Livonia. Joel probably already said it, but I'm going to say it again. They blow their sirens apparently in this area every time there is a severe warning. There is no tornado. All right, let's be clear. There is absolutely no tornado here. It's very clearly straight line winds with this storm. All right. I do not know the policy of everybody's township and stuff like that. But apparently Livonia especially, they blow their sirens for any type of severe warning. All right.
And we don't want to downplay the risk of damaging winds either. Obviously, you're looking at a pocket of 60 to 70 mile per hour winds right there. Damaging winds can cause more damage than a weak tornado. So definitely be seeking shelter if you're near Frayne Lake there on radar, Plymouth Charter Township, Salem Township, and Brookville. And that's where the strongest of the winds are going to be here shortly. And they're also gusting out on the south side of the storm towards Cherry Hill and Canton. So anywhere you're in that warning box, that orange box there on radar, seek shelter immediately. This is going to be crossing M14 right now.
Yep. So that red is going to be your heaviest velocity here. Again, crossing M14, moving up in toward the Brookville area, towards Plymouth Charter Township.
Clouds are definitely breaking up over Ypsilanti. You can see the moon through them. Yes, very cool scene out there tonight. If you get a clearing, Ryan had that earlier here on the stream.
Perfect. Tracking this downburst here, we're going to see how these evolve. So the radar site is down here where they see this giant circle. Red colors are going away from the radar. Green's going towards. So these are going this way. Red's going this way. This is a classic downburst. It is not rotation, but there is quite a strong amount of winds here. A localized pocket on Dixboro, near Dixboro and Frayne Lake here, centered over Plymouth Road and Ford Road, just south of M14, basically on M14 at this point. So this is what triggered the warning. Damaging winds look to be right around 50 to 60 miles per hour. Localized pockets of heavier, definitely a possibility. But regardless, treat it as such. And it does appear to be weakening out here as it moves toward Brookville. So Territorial Road, Curtis Road, a little bit out ahead of this in Salem Township, all the way up to Curtis, crossroad of 5 Mile. Over here, we're going to follow Territorial Road up toward the 14 corridor. So anywhere between those areas, that's where the heaviest winds look to be moving into as of right now. Livonia area, all the way down toward Redford, Farmington Hills, Novi. You guys are okay for now. We'll see if this moves your way.
Should be good in Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor's south. You are in a special weather statement here, although I don't think there's any storm there for you guys just yet. No. Yeah, no. Taylor, you're clear. Perhaps clearing the western or the eastern side of that special weather statement here soon. Hopefully they do that. Just this one storm that looks to be causing some issues right now.
Again, the sirens, a lot of comments coming in about the sirens. Again, they're all issued by different townships, cities, different ordinances. So again, they're for severe winds, no tornado warning. It's just severe thunderstorm warning. Feel free to share the stream with anyone who may be also asking this question. The more you guys can spread the news about siren awareness, the better, because you guys obviously know about the sirens in Livonia better than anyone else. So. And we're telling you this right now that it's different by county, different by a township, different by everything. But it appears that in Wayne County, at least, they issue the sirens for severe thunderstorm warnings. And that is currently the case right now. There's no tornado threat. Eric, you have been warned. Enough of that, please. If you're going to be immature, you don't belong here, especially with severe on the ground. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Have fun, but be respectful, as we like to say. These storms are moving pretty slow, northeast of 25. Do we have some roads again there, Ryan? I know you're posting something right now, but when you get the chance.
Hey, how'd you know?
I just figure you're looking down.
Yeah,
I don't have a mega. So.
Yeah, I gotcha. Looks like the latest scan does broaden out the winds quite a bit here, but the heaviest still going to be over the Territorial Road near Curtis Road, near Brookville neighborhoods, Territorial Road crossing of Gottfredson, as well as Napier Road up here in Salem Township. Next road up is going to be 5 Mile. So anywhere between those areas looks to be the heaviest winds right now. We can see they're really heavy there for a few scans, and they're just kind of weakening back out here. So those are the most concerning areas, although no one area sticks out more than anything else for right now, as we saw those brighter reds there have collapsed. So it should just be some brief, strong gusty winds for you guys in Salem Township here. But again, pretty much centered over Territorial and 5 Mile, as well as Curtis Road.
Hey, Ryan.
Yes, Joel.
Someone was asking about what orange is on velocity, and I believe that's just the warning box, the shade.
Yep. So you're just seeing pixelations here of the velocity. So the warning, if we zoom out here, is in this yellowish orange box, which goes all the way up here. So if we zoom in after I draw this polygon, we're going to see there are gaps in the velocity, which that yellow color, that's going to be your warning beneath all the clutter of wind velocities showing up.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been live for about 3 hours now. For those who missed the stream earlier, we had severe in Monroe and Lenawee twice, and a couple of barns were destroyed down there. Ryan had a video of it.
There are pictures on the page as well, as best as I could possibly get. So I didn't get too good of pictures, but again, it was pouring down rain, windy, and you had a storm to chase too. So
yeah,
it was also dark. So bear with me. Have some decent pictures, but I'm sure we'll have some more pictures coming in from locals as well. We have a lot of people who follow us from Lenawee and Monroe County, so
right.
I'm sure we have quite a few we have not seen yet. I know I haven't gone through Messenger comments yet, so I'll have to do that tonight.
Yeah, it's all been in the form of downbursts, just microbursts and stuff like that. So the equivalent of straight line winds, but just kind of in every direction from the storm. The way you can tell that post-storm is if everything is laying down or blowing in one certain direction.
And it was too. There was no indication that this was caused by anything tornadic at all. It was quite strictly a downburst.
Yep.
And again, wind damage can and does cause significant damage, sometimes equal or even greater than a tornado. So just because it's not tornadic does not mean it's less impactful.
Yeah. Matthew with a good question there. Why do you think we had no marginal risk for today? Do you want to answer that? Or you want me to?
Yeah, very simply put, the coverage of storms today was isolated at best. 2-3 counties here under warnings. So, I mean, talking about a big old marginal risk for Southeast Michigan, I mean, you could say sure, but at the same time, it's not a very big area. And plus, the environment today was not overly supportive of severe weather. We do have a lot of that moisture, downdraft potential, but still, the overall environment, we don't really have much shear. We don't have much in the way of lift besides those lake boundaries. So overall ingredients are lacking. So the confidence was low and coverage of storms was expected to be quite low, and it has been low today.
Yeah, and to add on to that, again, there's a human nature aspect to it. If you issue the entire state in a marginal risk, news sources will advertise that as such. As like, oh, hey, everyone in Michigan is in a marginal risk today. So you think people are going to think, oh, well, I expect to see severe from my location today. when that's not the case. When you have isolated storms just popping up anywhere across the state, you're going to have probably 10% of the people that get a thunderstorm today and 90% of the people that won't. So, and then you'll have 90% of the people saying, well, I didn't get anything.
Yep. So, and also adding on to that, that's exactly what happened today. We only had a few storms in the state. We had one near Grand Rapids. We had one near Ithaca. We had a couple here in Southeast Michigan, but otherwise there's nothing much across the state.
Yeah.
No, there's no tornado at all. This is a strictly damaging winds. This is not tornadic. I know there's a lot of sirens going off in the area. Again, this is only a severe warning. It is not a tornado warning. We were watching an area of localized heavy winds, but those have since dissipated. But we'll keep an eye on that just in case. But the storm does appear to be collapsing also. Joel there on ZDR.
Yeah.
The height is falling on it. So the storm is dying out. Go ahead, Fordo. You can send it to our Facebook Messenger. Joel, I'm going to try and pop about 2 minutes and eat this real quick.
Okay. Aquacolor in Livonia. So I think that's the background of the special weather statement. But you're also in that orange box for the severe thunderstorm warning in Livonia. Although it looks like the heaviest of the winds are off north towards Salem Township at this time. This storm is definitely on its way out. As I'm looking on base reflectivity here, it's sizzling pretty quick, and it'll probably be done here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Definitely could be the norm every evening again. Very isolated in nature where probably 10% of the state will see a thunderstorm throughout the day. Maybe even 2 or 3. And some people will not get anything at all. But again, all damage today has been in the form of straight line winds, no tornadoes. But again, can't downplay that at all. Straight line winds can cause more damage than a weak tornado. Woke up with you guys on my screen, went going to bed with you guys on my screen. You guys need a break. Yeah. Hopefully, but there's another severe risk tomorrow for extreme western UP, so somebody's backing up. Yeah, you'd rather have the sirens. But again, sirens are the last way you want to receive warning. It's 21st century. You should have weather apps. Again, you have the emergency app by the Red Cross. It's free, and you can customize it to whatever warnings you want to be displayed on your phone. You can also have urgent alerts enabled on the app, so that way they will sound even with your phone on silent. So you can set that per warning as well. So like tornado warnings will automatically be on urgent. You could also do that for severe if it's important. And of course, you have like flash flood warnings, high wind warnings, anything you want to add. Again, that is emergency by Red Cross. On top of the fact that there's also other ways to be warned if you have a good system in place with your friends and family, looking out for each other when severe weather is heading their way. And of course, here at MSC, we're live for every single severe thunderstorm warning that is ever issued in the state, no matter the time of the day, whether that's 3 a.m. in the morning or snapping out of sleep like we did today at 10 a.m. this morning. Yeah, so we're covering every warning, 365 days a year. So we got you covered. And then again, the Midland Weather Radio is another way to do that. But again, we can only do so much. We can only alert so many people with our streaming. So if you do like our content, again, a like goes a long ways. So feel free to hit that like button if you haven't yet. We appreciate your support. Helps the algorithm boost it to people you may not know. I have a 46 mile per hour wind gust in Wayne heading south at the Metro Wayne County Airport as of, what time was that at? Oh, that was at 02:53. So that's old still. I didn't even realize that. That was a half hour ago.
That's DTW.
Yeah.
The warning continues for 60 mile per hour winds, although we're not really seeing that on radar anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We did see it a few scans ago. If we back this up, you're going to see the brighter reds here. Bam, right there. That's what prompted the warning here as that continues. Then that just has since dissipated, and now we're just seeing 20 to 30 mile per hour winds here. So again, I know a lot of people's sirens are going off here in Livonia, in Canton, Novi, Farmington Hills, all across this warning box. Not tornadic. In fact, I wouldn't even call this severe much anymore. There is a warning still in effect, yes, but via radar here, we're not seeing much in the way that supports severe in the way of wind gusts here.
It's now moving northeast at 15. So it's really slowing down and fizzling out.
Isaac, thank you for the 650 super chat. You guys been doing a great, awesome job. Keep it up, but get some sleep soon. Never.
We will try. Thank you, Isaac. You're awesome. Appreciate the support. Again, super chats, subscriptions, completely optional, but it's another way you can support us here at MSC, and we do appreciate it very much. And you get a shout out here in stream if you do send a super chat or membership.
Not seeing anything too bad for Farmington. Again, we did have a pocket of gustier winds. It has since gusted out, so we're not seeing severe winds anymore. So up there in Farmington, you should be A-okay. The storm is collapsing, which means it's weakening significantly. The updraft is not sustaining itself. And check this out. You go ahead and animate the past couple of scans here.
Mm-hmm.
You see these reds in here, and it looks pretty strong. Then all of a sudden, it just kind of fizzles out, and that's what it's been doing here. So some moderate rain there, and perhaps some gusty winds, but we're not seeing severe with this, even though the warning is in effect. And we are using the airport radar, which is fairly close to the ground. So we're getting a good idea of what's actually happening here on the surface, or close to the surface at least. So yes, there is a warning here in effect, although the storm has since weakened, and it continues to weaken here every scan that comes in. In fact, the echo tops, Joel, have completely collapsed.
Yeah. I'm looking at ZDR behind the screen, and it's like blue. It's green and blue at this point.
Yeah.
It's in neutral phase.
Yep.
Longest stream. I think last year we had an 8-hour stream, because I think that's how we figured out it went 8 hours.
Yeah, we were about 9.5 hours last year.
Yeah. What day was that? Was that 24th?
No, because we were here in studio waiting on the 23rd for anything to pop. We finally went live there. We cut it off like 3 a.m. So that wasn't it.
I will say off the top of my head, last night was probably the longest, other than that 9.5-hour stream.
Yeah, because that was continuously just pumping coverage out between that Sunday night weekly we did for about an hour, then 8 hours of coverage. So we were on for 9 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
And today, even we've been live today for about 8 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Looking at our past couple of streams
Yeah,
here.
We had a 7.5 hour. We had 4 hours worth of streams earlier today, and now we're at 3 hours today. So we've streamed 14 hours in like the last 28 or 30 hours. So that's like half of the time we've been awake or whatever, or more than that.
It's crazy.
Sirens are going off for the severe thunderstorm warning. There's no tornado.
And this storm appears to be well on its way out here. That does not look severe anymore. You can see its intensity back here in Ypsi looked pretty good. And then it's dying fairly quickly too.
Yes. Got you covered from beginning to end, Stephanie. That is a long time.
That is the motto here. And that is the ultimate goal. Looking at the model as well, Joel, for not only tomorrow, but for Wednesday as well, pop-ups once again across lower Michigan. So we may have a couple days of these sporadic, strong, severe thunderstorms with this heat, probably even the Thursday too, before we move into a new air mass this weekend. So potential couple more days here of these pop-up storms to get through.
Yep. We have a couple of comments about donations and stuff. Do you want to post the link tree real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. So ways you can support us financially. Obviously, if you become a Facebook or YouTube member, that's like the lowest tier is $3. I think on Facebook, the lowest is $3 a month. And anything helps, obviously. $3 a month on YouTube. We can also go up to like $6, $20, and $50 a month on YouTube. We're also on Patreon. Again, we do in-depth forecasts. Alex and Ryan type those out every day, every other day. They're very lengthy and well worth the read. And of course, on YouTube here, if you're on YouTube, you get like little custom stickers that you guys have probably been seeing in chat. Those are just some ways you can also donate to us directly. I'm probably forgetting one, Ryan. We also have the Amazon wish list. Yeah.
Yep, it's in the link tree. You'll find everything. Contact us, our social medias, ways to support us, all within that link tree posted on both Facebook and YouTube here. Feel free to click that, check our ways to connect with us, and also ways to support us out there. But yeah, main ways, as Joel said, memberships here on YouTube, Patreon, Facebook, subscribers. You get forecasts, exclusive giveaways, stuff like that. Outside of those super chats here on YouTube, we do have a donation link directly on our website as well if you want to donate to us directly. But those are the main ways.
Yes. And again, non-financially, the best way you guys can support us, as always, will be liking the content. So anytime you react to a post, anytime you like the videos that you see, it goes a long ways because that we get reimbursed through like YouTube and Facebook. So we do appreciate any likes that you get. So, and thank you in advance, of course, from all of us here at MSC.
Absolutely.
We have a severe warned rain shower now.
Yeah, this is probably going to be canceled, if I had to guess, pretty soon. This warning is not going to hang out for 20 more minutes.
Yep, in effect until midnight, but it is 11:40. It'll probably be canceled by 11:45, if I had to guess. And we also have the special weather statement encompassing it, but that will also probably be dropped here soon too.
Yep. And across the state, I believe we're looking at pretty much clear skies for now, at least, except the UP here. We do have some storms. Canceled. Severe warning is now canceled.
Nice.
So
by
you were all
11:45,
clear.
we said.
All clear. Wayne County, Washtenaw County, all everybody under the warning. For you guys up there, even in Oakland and Macomb County, you guys are all clear.
You guys see severe weather with that low pressure system this weekend. We haven't really looked ahead into the weekend yet.
One day at a time, guys. One day at a time.
We got tomorrow in the UP still. And then we still got to do the giveaway for our 11,000 subs on YouTube at some point. So again, if you're not subscribed on YouTube, it's free. And you get a chance at winning one of those prizes, such as a Midland Weather Radio, decals, T-shirts, you name it. But we should be good.
Yeah, I think we are good to hop off here, Joel. There is no other real concern in the state. Watching the UP here, there's flood advisory up there by Marquette Munising. These storms up here do appear to be subdued, not severe. Maybe a pocket of heavier winds offshore.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Is that moving south or is that moving? Okay, it's moving offshore.
Grand
But
Marais.
still, there is a potential for an isolated severe storm up here in the UP tonight. We'll be watching it. But otherwise, we are clear in the lower peninsula. No severe in the state currently. So I think we're good to hop off here, Joel, about another 3-hour stream.
Yep.
I like how there's one storm up here heading toward Holland. We've got to keep an eye on that. But yeah, I think we're good. SPC outlook for 9. Did they change anything? Nope.
That's random.
All right.
Look at the severe comes to the shoreline now in the very extreme northeastern. Have you checked the models?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Looks pretty. What you see is what you get.
Gotcha. What about for northeastern lower? Because I just saw that marginals up to the shore.
Yeah, it's been up to the shoreline. Not seeing much anything with that. We do have some pop-ups at 3 a.m. north of Grand Rapids.
Okay. Time to take a nap.
Yep, Joel and I both had the exact same thought.
Team, no sleep. Team, no sleep.
For those of you still on here, we can go ahead and dive into the model real quick, but we do have a model we use quite often. It's popping up a storm about 3 a.m. north of Grand Rapids, so we'll likely be up for that just in case. But here you go. Let's run through the time frame. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Big Rapids, Reed City areas. We'll see if that comes
That's
to fruition.
me.
That's you.
That's me. I'm going to be out storm chasing at 3:30 in the morning.
All right, time for a 2-hour power nap.
I'm going to get some food. I'm about to make some nice turkey burgers
man,
downstairs and enjoy them.
And here we were thinking we are going to have a nice peaceful night. Oh gosh! All right, we should probably hop off here now before we get too crazy.
Oh, at least it won't be part 4. It'll be July or June 9th or 18th.
Let's just hope they're not severe. We'll be up, but like just cross our fingers and hope we don't have to go live.
Hey Ryan, we call that the bob, right? The big old blob.
Oh, I want to go to bed. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too dang bad.
All right, guys. We are gonna pop off here. We're gonna watch the UP between now and whenever these storms can get out of there. We'll also watch the LP Lower Peninsula for some pop-ups throughout the evening. We'll see if that model's legit. If anything does happen to go severe, you'll find us right back here on Facebook and YouTube. So feel free to smash the like button. Share the stream. Well, I guess not really share at this point. We're about to hop off here, but like it on your way out. It helps us out. We'll see you guys probably sometime soon.
Yes, absolutely. Probably later.
All right. See you guys.
Night, everybody.